Say hello, Internet.
Hello, Internet.
Hello, Internet.
Welcome back,
Do you get to
everybody.
see the fishman's dick?
No one wants to see that.
I mean,
Tony.
probably.
It's probably
I mean, clearly Tony
You can easily see everybody's
If
dick
you
in
watch
that
The
game.
Shape of Water, it does this.
Yeah.
And then retracts fully into his body.
And
Those
then,
are those are a different species.
I will raise your fish penis with a
You
duck penis.
can
Thank
totally
you.
see it.
I don't want to raise either penis.
But all the romance scenes are a lot less hot because it's just your character
Says
throwing
your-
a stack of eggs.
Yeah.
Doing a little dance.
Yeah, do a bit of a teabag squat.
Just to be clear, this is what the Internet got right away. Just straight up talking about fish
That was
dicks.
Tony's plan.
Okay, yeah.
No, seriously. Oh,
No,
I just realized
stop
that
looking-
just looks like twerking.
Stop looking behind the curtain. Stop looking behind the curtain.
What are you?
What are you, a gay fish?
I was about to say what you gay fish.
I like fish sticks.
today, yes.
Thank you, Cartman.
Okay.
Thank you, South
We've
Park.
been
Lord-
doing this for 10 years live. We
This
produce
is the
on spot.
brand.
So, official lore keeper, would you like to get us back up to date on what happened?
Okay, so we fought this boss that was like a shadowy devil thing wrapped in chains, and we hated it.
Hot.
It died. How did it die? Oh, yes.
got murdered.
It went down
Spider
after
to death.
taking
Yeah.
boiling hot tea to the face, followed by a giant spider chomping its face off.
Yeah.
And then the creature got sucked through a portal, so Udi didn't get any teeth. So that was very unfortunate for Udi.
Sorry, Udi.
I equally commiserate with Udi because that's why I hate. That's why Oz hates divine creatures, because they always go back to their plane. You can't get loot off of them.
But we did loot cultists because we also killed a bunch of cultists. We got some of their cloaks. Probably will help later, maybe. I don't know. Coins, ritual daggers, the mayor's robe that also had a key on the lanyard, important for a bit later. And then there were a bunch of those, like, tarot cards that I think are cursed.
Hell yeah!
Did you write down which ones you
Yes,
got? Okay,
it
cool.
was Star, Dungeon, Monstrosity, and Door.
Okay.
I took those and I was like, yeah, threw in that direction. So now you have them.
Oh hell yeah! All right.
I don't want it.
have some occult shit.
I may or may not.
Buff nerd.
I may or may not know what to do with those. What it was? It was Star
Star, Dungeon.
Dungeon.
Yeah, Donjon.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. It is basically
Don't
dungeon,
know.
but it's Don John is what the car was. What the
Yeah.
The card's actually
Oh,
called.
sorry.
yeah, card Donjon.
It's
Okay.
French.
You're French.
Donjon.
Monstrosity
Some people would argue with that.
and Door. Well, they can go suck it.
But Donjon is dungeon.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
That's how D&D is written in French.
All right.
Uh,
Star Dungeon,
Monstrosity and Door.
Monstrosity, and Door. Cool.
Yeah. It says in my notes that I gave it to you because I don't like bad magic stuff. The signet ring may also be magical, we're not sure.
Oh hell yeah! Let me check that thing. Shake
How-
that ring. Come
How
on, come on, come on.
disappointed
Shake
will Oz
that
be
ring.
when he finds out that they're just like really fancy magnet poetry tiles? Just like making
I didn't
a
even know
little
there were
story.
cookies.
Sally brought cookies.
Gingerbread.
So there's gingerbread cookies, some have frosting, there's some in the very bottom that don't if you don't want
I
to
don't know if I can get it from this angle. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
There are a lot of cookies in there. I don't expect us to eat all of them, but
With my nose.
Just go with the one with the least.
that's weird.
I
It's a
ate
spell.
one without any
I look at
already,
it, go
and they're
down.
yummy.
Yeah.
They're very good gingerbread cookies. Whoever made them.
Oh yeah.
You know how to detect magic, right?
Yeah.
Put your lips
Those
together and
regular ones on
blow.
the bottom.
Would you just taste things?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is.
Udi's take a what? Udi's got a book. What do things taste like?
That's right.
I've heard about that.
But it's all
series before.
pictures.
It's all pictures.
Yep, I got it from a grumpy lich.
Nah, probably. Okay, so
How do I not have identify? What the fuck?
Yeah, these are really good.
Gingerbread is my favorite cookie,
Do you not have identify?
I don't. Can I throw an Arcana on him?
followed by shortbread.
Yeah, I thought you had. I thought you had identify. You're
I
a
thought I did too.
cleric of Arcana.
wow.
but- Yeah. No. I gotta move my fucking spells around now because no.
I mean, it should be
Anyway.
part of your.
Like cantrip kind
No,
of.
actually, no. My So my level 1s are Detect Magic and Magic Missile, and then my level 2s are Magic Aura and Lesser Rest, or Magic Aura and Magic Weapon, and then I don't get any for level 3 yet.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. But no, yeah, I can move spells around to make that happen. I had to do that with Mending anyway.
Yeah.
But I do have Detect Magic. Can I throw an Arcana on him, or
What are you doing?
try to figure out what the ring's about?
Oh yeah, sure.
Let me continue. We found out that probably the other cultist temple are just totally different cultists with different robes.
Oh, that's right. They're the protein.
That's right.
They're just like buff people.
I mean,
I'll look it up. I got
They're
it.
just CrossFit.
It is like a
That's right. They're just
small
CrossFit.
Oh, no.
fuck town, like in the middle of nowhere. So of course there will be a collection of cults.
Yeah. They are. I think we actually did go into it that they are clerics of. They're a combination of clerics and monks that are devoted to. Not Torag, that's the dwarven guy.
Gorm?
Gorm, yeah. Who is the god of war, but also the god of strength. And so, yes, they are basically CrossFit bros.
But yeah, also they had the orphans, but the orphans are there with consent as far as we can understand. They're there to basically train, but then they take them back after, and it's not as weird as we thought it was initially.
It's gym day camp.
Yeah,
That's right.
which is actually really great for some of those kids. So it's
I mean, it is still religious indoctrination. Like, don't get me wrong. Like,
Sure.
but it is not as
But it does sound like the parents or the family are aware that this is happening, so it's
Well,
not
very
like,
clearly not the parents because
orphans.
or right, sorry.
So,
The caretakers.
the caretakers are
Yeah.
yes.
some weird old dude is probably wrangling snakes for this camp.
Hey, I'm offended by that. Anyway.
It's called combing, and you're being insensitive.
Okay, so we had also liberated Johnny and I think some other lady. Anyway, we take Johnny back to the Marrow residence.
Was it suspicious at all? Was she's like, oh, you're back?
I mean,
No, she was happy to have him back, but she was still fucking weird.
but she was also
Yeah.
obviously human when we saw her again.
She's being like weirdly
Yeah.
dodgy.
Oh, did we
and
not-
Everything.
did
And
we
he
not
was
decide to
also
kill them?
fucking weird.
No, because they were just.
Oh yeah, because she sleeps.
Yeah, they're just
Okay.
weird.
She's also the patron. She's the one that posted the bill.
No, that's what I was saying. I was like, well, once we get the check, she's no longer a customer.
If
so,
I
We
can
get paid by the guild, not by her.
Yeah.
okay, then so we can kill her.
Need
okay,
to,
so I'll lay this out so you guys just understand what happened there because for people who weren't there and it's been a minute.
Sure.
When you guys
Good, okay.
took him back, she was thankful enough, but she was mostly just had this air, she generally had the air of I'm pissed that I had to put out energy to get you back. And if it wasn't for the fact that your father is dead, I wouldn't have done so because you're the only. Yeah, I need someone around here to do muscle work, basically.
Okay.
It was a clear like thank you, and also my son is a constant disappointment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
kind
she
of.
took him in and then slammed the door in her face, and then we're just like,
Yeah.
Pretty much.
someone else.
So we need to find him later and be like, hey, look, we see you have a difficult
No, we
family
didn't like
life.
him either.
Yeah, but then we can get paid twice. And then
I think we didn't like him because he was the one that was like goozing the waitresses.
Yeah.
no, big war energy. Yeah, no, this
Yeah.
person is bad.
Johnny had mega war energy.
Yeah,
There's
but
definitely
like
one more
inverse
part here.
war.
Yeah, where it's like
Next day,
Nega
we
war.
get contacted by Magistrate Frockman,
Gesundheit.
and I guess he wants to know about what the hell happened, and then we kind of just decided to tell him the truth.
Yeah.
And we find out that he already knew, that he knew exactly what the mayor and the other people in town were up to, but he didn't think he had enough clout to really do anything about it, so he kind of just went along with it. And he thought that if he really pushed it, they would kill people he knew, and so he just kind of was there being.
So I told him he was being a pussy
basically.
and
He- and he
fucking
agree-
man up.
and he agreed with you.
Yes.
Yeah,
So why didn't we kill him?
well,
now he's my puppet.
too much energy.
I guess he
It's
was
not
like a
though.
form-
Like these
Are
spells.
you sure you're just a cleric of the arcane Go with the god of magic.
Chaotic
don't even figure
neutral.
out-
The mystic elements don't give a fuck about morality.
Yeah.
Tony's playing Dark Urge and he's just
Yeah, I was gonna
keeping
say.
it secret from
So
all
we
of
can
us.
murder this guy, right?
So anyway, we did roll insight a bunch, and he does seem to be truthful about wanting to redeem himself. Part of it is that he used to be a paladin of Iyamade, I guess. He's feeling some regrets.
Regrets.
He better start looking at that fucking Broken Oath variant, because he fucking
Yeah.
dumb fuck.
And then Chan would ask that he write the guild, asking to retain our services to get rid of the cultist problem. So we are getting paid twice, or assuming that works out.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
That we will be retroactively paid for the fact we also got
Yeah,
rid
we
of
solved 3
cultists.
problems.
Yeah.
We should get paid a 3rd time.
And yeah, I guess Crocker wants to legitimize the Gorm Temple, so they'll build a temple for them in town, and they don't have to take the kids out of town in a shady sort of way.
Yeah.
And then finally, he just tells us, "Hey, this key that you had in your inventory that I briefly confiscated because I was like, oh yeah, he gets this is your stuff." He gave it back to us and said, "Here's the mayor's house. This is the key. Go ahead." And so that's what we're doing.
That's tight.
Yeah, the general gist of that was, hey, I would like to. I want people to think that this was my idea, so that they give it, so that the town gives some legitimacy to the town gives some legitimacy to the law enforcement because it hasn't had it for a long time.
This one, but it
How much did he pay us to go along with that?
He's paying you the house
Oh,
and everything that's inside of it.
okay. Alright, so I had an idea about this. We give the rogue...
rat.
It's supposed to be a sort of dinosaur.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a Deliciosaurus.
Some of them.
Okay, so we commission the rogue restaurant to sell all the shit in the house.
Do like a
Recently, I see what the
mega
heck is
yard
in there.
sale.
It's called an estate sale.
Right. That's true. It is an estate sale because somebody died.
We gotta look in the to make sure we can.
You!
We gotta get first dibs on the cool stuff before we sell the rest.
No, absolutely.
There's
But
probably cursed shit in there.
we don't want fucking chaise lounges.
How do
For
you know?
yourself.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Maybe I want to shoot along.
Alright, fine. Well, that's... Yeah, we'll go through the house. You can call dibs on whatever you want.
Megan, I do appreciate that you're sort of cosplaying as
Brainy?
Brady right now.
I want like a full size chaise lounge with Brienne like curled up in the top quarter of it.
Well, he's just
And the
Brady
spider
and
across the
splayed out,
rest.
yeah.
The horrifying...
Tony,
What?
since you were doing some arcana checks on things.
Oh, it was a
checking out this
9.
ring.
I don't know shit about this ring.
Okay, you can also roll 1 for the key.
Ooh.
I will venture just so you know. Hey, if you don't know what stuff does, get Udi to lick whatever you have.
Just detect magic. I don't have.
Do you not have our kind of?
Do you have a positive int score?
Oh, I mean, I do have Arcana checks as well.
Then
though.
roll it anyway. I rolled a 2.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes it works.
Yeah.
My name was off today.
So once I like look at the ring and I'm like, fuck, I forgot that spell. I just hand it to Udi and I'm like, what's it taste like? Oh, you go through the ring and that makes it weird.
That's a 12.
That's still better than me. You got.
Okay, so
Charming.
Just put it entirely in your
Oh,
mouth.
gross! You got. Nope.
Udi-
Traveling south, but not far enough.
the best way you can describe
It's
it
all right. You
is
can
that
hold
it
on to it
tastes.
for a minute.
It tastes like galt.
Galt?
Yeah. So the way you know this is that at some point or another you were curious as to whether or not John, whether or not John, what's your Val, whether or not Val is edible in any way, shape, or form,
Yeah.
and you basically like chewed on his hand,
Yeah.
and you get it's kind of like chewing into Jello that's like sort of there but not. So it's a very strange mouthfeel, but you get the same the same flavor is there.
He's like, use a cult.
Can I get another roll to intuit what the hell that means? Okay.
You taste it again.
Stop.
As you're like, and then it
Get a
changes.
little tooth feel on there.
It changes.
Everyone's
And-
got a process.
The only thing you get in your head is those weird guys that come through with all the eagles all over their stuff.
Ooh.
Adorning.
Yeah.
And then it changes again, and you're getting this kind of flavor that it reminds you of some sort of like kind of like a curry, but also mixed with like spring air, like the fresh like scent of grass and stuff on the air. And it cues you into some people that came through the Shire dressed in monks' robes and turbans, which. Give me a history check.
I have thoughts about what that is, but
I'm gonna
I don't
be
think
flashing,
I can
hold on.
Tell what's
Oh, no,
going
it
on
didn't.
in Udi's head.
I'm just waiting for Udi to be like, oh, it's a ring of flavors. Never mind, I'm keeping
It's
this.
an 8.
Okay. Does Udi share any of these
Yeah.
revelations? Okay.
Yeah, day wings, the roll, day curry,
You should-
the carbon.
Yeah, and I'm like, right, you should put it on, and then have one of us like try and hold you down and see how quick you can get out. I think it's a ring of freedom of movement.
That's how do you know?
Well, because of context clues and like kind of vibes.
Yeah.
Because like Galt is about like freedom, and so is Endoran,
have
and then
I
like
ever
Curry
been
really makes you
subject-
have to go, you know.
Have you ever been subject to a weird like magical experience before? Because if I have,
No, because I respect you as a sentient human being.
okay. That just means I don't know you did it though. Sorry, I can't help you.
No.
Okay.
Hold
I'm like,
on,
because there's
sorry.
no power.
Sorry, yeah, no.
That's fine. That's fine.
Oh, I can make this work.
Hold on a second.
We can do that.
I look at the ring. Oh, you know it.
No, thank you. I'll wait till tomorrow when I've got the proper spell. And find my accent again. Oh, hold on. Fucking.
Do we need to wait to use
Right.
the key then? I mean,
Crikey.
guess we need to use the key to.
No,
Oh, yeah, you
no,
look
I
at
know
the
what's
key.
going on with the key. I got
I look at you.
hang on to it for the day, and then let me know how you feel afterward. Okay.
I just start
Would you roll for
sucking
the
on it like a marble.
21.
Oh, 21.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know what's up with the key.
So you're looking
Gotta
it
get all the
over,
flavor out.
looking over, feeling it, and watching Udi go on with like the testing. You're like,
I don't
you
taste the
don't
key.
taste anything but other than metallic key. So you get a real sense of enchantment magic off of it,
Ooh, tight.
and yeah, it's pretty much enchantment is pretty much what you're getting. Off
Oh no, I totally sniff things though. And
Yeah.
so that's my detect magic. So plus
Okay.
that on the Arcana.
It smells. It smells vaguely like Pop Rocks,
Yeah.
even though you don't know what Pop Rocks smell like.
Sure, but like a cool, a funky candy that,
Yeah.
that has that property. Sure.
Yeah.
Funky candy.
Oh, do you remember when they toured with George Clinton? Oh, so good.
Fucking Parliament Funkadelic.
Hell yeah.
Bring in Cornelius.
Wait, you're gonna go to the show with their shirt on? Don't be that guy. Jeremy Piven sucks, but I do love that movie.
And, you know, I agree. It wasn't a really, and it still actually is like a pretty good stand-up movie by today's standards.
Yeah,
like,
no,
as
it's
far as,
great.
Like the ideals and like kind of the things that they propose. It's just like it's so.
It's-
yeah, he's.
It's just the fact that Jeremy Piven is in that movie.
It
It's
is,
like,
yeah.
But David Spade though,
And he played a really good character.
he did.
That was you're looking at him, you're like you kind of look like that. You're in real life.
You're the little bastard that's making our lives bad now. Okay, so you got that. You got the key.
Smells
You
of
guys are.
enchantment and pop rocks.
Where the hell are you guys right now? You guys
We're probably still in town.
Well, I mean, you're in town, but like I'm trying to figure out where you. You know what? We'll say you guys went back to
We went to the mansion.
Where we sleep.
where'd you get where you?
Oh, I don't want to
slept?
stay I don't want to stay at any of these inns a night more than we have to.
Oh, we're not going to stay there. We
No,
just
but I mean,
happen
like-
to be there to collect ourselves.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
I'm
sure.
saying I'm assuming you went back to the inn you were staying
Where
in.
the magistrate found us.
The
Where-
shiny
yeah.
buckle.
The shiny buckle, yeah. where there was a restaurant downstairs. Oh, and in case you did not hear, the proprietors of most of these businesses have mysteriously vanished.
Oh,
Including the twins?
No, in fact.
God damn it.
man.
No.
I'm going to pray to my God harder.
Interestingly, although the guy who was in charge of Shankbacks was one of the 4 people you all
We heard, so I'm going to inform the ladies that they should unionize. Anyway.
Okay, so you guys are in there. You are kind of looking over your little things. You've had your chat with the magistrate. You still have... It's only been a few days. You still have about 3 days left in town before Oleg is ready to head back.
On the couch.
So you still have about 3 days left in town before Oleg is going to head back, in which case then you guys can catch your ride back home. So, what would you like to do with your time? What would you like to do next?
Oh, sure. We're gonna go look at that house, right? Good job.
Yeah, do I not intuit anything further about this key?
With just Arcana, you can't intuit anything more than like it is enchanted. You are getting the sniff, the specific sense of
Okay.
enchantment magic, and the smell lingers on your fingers a little bit. Like after you touch it and you like set the key down, the smell stays on your fingers a little bit, and then eventually it goes away.
Okay. Okay.
When you touch
Or Cheetos.
If we're gonna just wait till tomorrow, we probably have to find something else to do. Hold on.
No, let's go check out the mansion.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm like, we can check out of this inn, so we don't have to stay here another night, and we can go check out our new manse.
Okay. So you guys head on over to the mansion.
You okay?
Now, you head over where they said the mansion was on the map, and it is in fact a very large estate, especially for the town. It's entire.
Estate for a very large person.
It is entirely walled off, and it is in like surprisingly bad. Like he did not take care of the grounds at all. Everything is overgrown. So there's a gate, and the gate is functional, but it is just kind of swinging on its hinges. There's a path that goes up to the door. Everything is like the house is intact, but the grounds have not been taken care of. It just looks like this guy has not cared about whether or not anybody is like coming to see his place, which seems a little strange, but still. But yeah, so the gates are just kind of open. You go, and there's nobody currently there. Which of you guys would have interacted with nobility before? You go ahead and give me insight checks, each of you.
I would have, but probably not in the way you're looking.
Actually, no. You give me an insight check.
Yeah, you did. There were guillotines involved.
I was going to say,
I was the pet of a
that is true. Yes.
merchant, well-to-do merchant family.
Is that what the tea person is called? The pet?
I think Krem would have as well.
Yeah, Krem, go ahead and give me an.
I was the pet
Oh,
of.
pet. I heard it as one word, and I was like, "What's a pedifect?"
I don't know. But
I think-
we can make it up.
I think that's someone
Is
who's
that the
not
child
allowed.
of a child?
No, I don't think.
Pet.
I don't think they're
infant?
allowed within like 100
yeah.
yards of the school. I
The
don't.
child is fucked up.
Brienne got a nat 1, so Brienne has no idea of whatever it is that you.
You know
would
what?
like.
Give me. You lived with it. Go ahead and roll that with advantage. So roll again.
Okay.
Amanda got a nat 20.
Oh, of course,
Of course,
Krem
Krem
knows.
did.
Yeah, of course, Krem knows nobility.
I got a 7.
Krem
Okay.
is the nobility of
I only ever
Harrows
saw
or
those when
whatever.
They were slumming it and going to Carney.
What'd you get, John?
10.
10.
I grew up in an
Okay.
Arcana class, the Arcanostric. Yeah.
Yeah, we still
Um,
like you to
What am I rolling for?
That's
Insight.
true enough to hate.
Oh, hell yeah. My insight is 24? Yeah,
Yeah,
24.
wisdom check. Okay, cool. And then Krem, you got a nat 20.
Yep.
Cool. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So y'all are kind of looking at this overgrown mess of a yard, and you're seeing there's some outbuildings and things like that, and most of you are just like, this man, I can't believe he doesn't like take care of anything. But Krem, you and
Oz.
Oz and Val, you all kind of look at this, and you're like, where the hell are all the servants? This is a big mansion. Where are the servants? Why is there nobody tending
Where
the
are the people?
We
Yeah.
hate them.
That's why no work is happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no work happening over a while.
Oh yeah. No, it's pretty clear.
I mean, he seems like a pretty fucked
Graham
up
will
guy.
say, I see good health is hard to find.
Nice.
There's only so much people who put up with shitty treatment. Or maybe he didn't pay them.
Obviously
Maybe they're
not.
dead.
Maybe they're
Yeah,
down.
no,
Maybe
yeah,
they're
no,
dead.
they-
He might have made sure that they were part of his cult.
I mean, that devil thingy, whatever it was.
It did eat a lot of things.
Yeah, kind of wanted a lot of people, so I guess it could be all of the above, maybe.
In any case, though, there is the path up to the door is cleared enough to where you can at least walk it and get up to the door.
All right, we hoof it up to the door. Hey, John should go first.
Ah!
Gladly.
Tank in front of.
Yep.
Yeah, let the dead guy go first.
He's already dead.
Exactly.
Yeah.
High fives all around.
I'm just a little bad.
Yeah.
I just came back from the dead.
Yeah.
Fully.
Yeah, but we don't want you to have to do it again. That seems laborious.
You can take a.
You just like stick your head through the door.
Okay.
Looks clear.
I will open so we can see.
Okay. So are you
I slapped
Are
the
you-
key in his gauntlet.
okay? So you insert the key in the lock, and you turn it, and you open the door. And as you open the door,
Traps.
you open into the foyer of the house, and the inside very much so does not match the outside. Not in terms of like, some Doctor Who bigger on the inside stuff, but the inside looks immaculately kept. As you kind of just look in the foyer, you can see that there's like a couple of coats hanging up. There's a small like an umbrella holder, but it's full of like there's several canes in there and things like that. And you can look in and you can see like into a parlor that looks like it's been kept it up. There's no dust anywhere.
Do we sense that there's life in there, or is it as abandoned?
Give me an insight check. You specifically, just give me an insight check.
Can the rest of us do perception or something?
Everybody can give me perception checks.
Okay. Fuck.
Make this character.
Boop.
17
Cocked.
perception.
Okay.
19 insight.
Okay.
I got a 19 perception.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Perception. Okay.
21.
Perception.
Sorry, 19.
19, okay. And then Nudie?
Pass.
Okay, copy that.
Yeah, Bree
Um,
got a 4. I don't know what's going on with her, but she does not care.
You
No,
guys,
that's fair.
you guys see a cool rock.
Trying to figure out what a.
Wait
So-
until you see the tea
What a
like
pediment
cabinet,
is.
and then you can be excited.
Do you all start like kind of going into like listening in, or how are you perceiving things?
I mean, me, I kind of like walk a
Yeah,
little
I'm-
bit into the foyer, kind of trying to
Yeah, I'm waiting for his spectral head to get cut off
see if I
somewhere.
like
Yeah.
hear anything. Like,
Yep.
I don't know. I'm imagining if there are servants, but only on the inside, I might hear people cleaning or
Yep.
moving things around or
So
whatever.
you guys walk in, and or you guys start kind of like leaning in, and Val, you walk in a little bit further.
Yeah.
First of all, looking into the astral realm, or the astral plane, or the ethereal plane.
Yeah.
You do not see any sort of like the overlay is almost exactly the same, which is a little weird. Usually there's some sort of strange overlay, but here it seems like it's just flat out. There's not really much of a stereoscopic effect. Like it's just what you're seeing. For the rest of you, the only things you're hearing are, the crackling of a fire that's running in the fireplace. You can hear. That's pretty much the biggest, the real only sound you really notice. You don't notice the sounds of any people. And John, Val, your, just vague sense of life that you kind of get from being a half ghost. You're not sensing any sort of you're not sensing anybody here.
Right.
But the fire needs to be maintained, so that means that this can't be that long ago.
Udi's just like, hello? Hello?
There's a pause.
And then
Who goes there?
One did not think that was actually going to work.
There it is.
But I mean, Udi's kind of a genius.
Clearly,
Very improvised genius. I know those kinds of
clearly,
people.
You have not been hanging around Udi as long as
I haven't.
Tenuit draws her
Forever.
silver double, battle axe.
I put out the gauntlet to be people like chill. I'm like, the new owners of this establishment.
Hello?
As terrifying as it is, I concur.
Yeah. As you say that, haphazardly, you guys kind of finish moving all the way into the foyer, and the door, not strongly, but the door does close by itself.
Did we pick the key back up?
Oh yeah, no, you have the key in hand.
Okay.
I don't have keys.
And okay, so importantly, who is holding the key right now?
Oh, Val.
Wow.
Val. Okay, so Val is holding the key right now.
Oh.
Well, I know
So-
what this means.
Okay, so after
It means
you all,
the dead guy owns a house.
after you all, talking about, what's, Udi's like, a sort of cloud of vapor starts coming up from between the floorboards,
Ooh, vampire butler.
and it flows up, and it coalesces into. I'm going to share a picture.
I will not turn undead. I will not turn undead. I will not turn undead.
And I was just going to go look at the fire, but now this shit's happening. I don't know what that's about.
He's a vampire. He's our butler. He's a vampire butler. It's great.
He's
This
one
guy-
hell
this
of
guy
a
shows
butler.
Hey.
Yeah.
We're in that show now.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, again, just one of those that's what you chose
Yeah.
What's up?
from Black Butler.
Oh.
When they dub it,
Yeah.
he goes, "I'm one hell of a butler."
Yeah.
It's very upsetting.
Boo.
Yeah.
But you remember that he's fucking hundreds of years old, so he's a mega boomer.
Yeah.
Well, that. fucking
I guess that
tracks.
tracks.
So yeah, so this cloud coalesces into this this stately, butlery looking fella who is sort of blue and transparent. John, or Val, you recognize him implicitly as a spirit host.
Oh.
Hey, why didn't you see him before?
He says, "You are not Master Deched."
No.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
As-
That's why I put the new modifier in owners of the
Yeah.
establishment.
So it seems Master Deched has had a poor bit of fortune recently.
That sounds about right.
No, the town has had the good fortune of having us correct its leadership.
Shame.
Oh yeah. Did he have some important business unattended to?
No, I just didn't like him very much. He
Wait, why is it a shame then?
Because you wanted to kill him yourself.
no, he's being very sarcastic.
Oh.
Okay, all right. Okay.
You just the guy is giving you this is the most droll fucking I do not care about anybody face.
Say,
How droll.
And he says, he says, "So Master Deched is no longer counted amongst the living. Which of you is the new owner of the establishment?
Me.
And he looks at Val because Val is currently holding the key.
I'm just carrying the key.
It's a 6-way split, or 1, 2, however many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah.
That's not the way that this works.
Well, real property has value, and the value of this real property is split 7 ways. I'm sorry. Are you also a ghost lawyer?
No. But the key only binds to one individual.
Oh, lawyer key. Gross.
Val. I point.
Give it to Udi.
I point. I point to Val. I have key, Val.
I don't want to own property like
Give me
this.
key.
You'd be landed gentry. Oh, no!
No.
Oh my god! Oh, that would be the worst!
Exactly.
You give up the car and you own it?
That's why it's funny. No, don't give it to the...
Aw, man! I want to own stuff.
Let's
Somebody else take this key.
let's give it to the captain.
Are you
Call
good with
me
this?
the captain,
I'm
but
sorry.
I will take the
Are you
key.
with this, Captain?
Or,
You also want teeth that you didn't harvest yourself.
So as you take it, he says, "So are you the new owner?"
Yes.
let's say the first name on the lease.
Master, what is your name?
Like, did I give Tenuit a last name? I am Tenuit of Osirian.
Master of Osirian. He just kind of smirks because he knows he's giving you shit. Master Tanuit.
Thank you.
As he bows and he says, "My name is Sinclair. I am, unfortunately, forever cursed to serve they who hold the key to this manor.
Why?
I was about to say,
I wish I knew.
I'm like, if we remove this curse, do we have to put up with your shit anymore?
I want to
While
release him.
you
We can't do
are-
this anymore.
While you are in possession of the key, more importantly, while you are alive, I will meet your every need along with the other servants
Funny
in the
thing about
house,
that.
and will keep out any unwanted visitors."
That's why I voted for the next most dead.
And then he looks at the rest of the party, and he looks back at you and says, "Shall I put them on the guest list?"
Yes, please.
I look at Tony. Can we have this? I want this bed.
Says he you see him kind of like manifest a book out of nowhere, and he writes your name into the book, and he writes the rest of your all's names into the book, closes it and disappears, and he says, excellent then. The lounge and all of the rooms are open to you. There is food prepared, and I could even draw you baths if you would like." he
Brady's like, oh, I have mine.
looks over.
This is like how rich people live.
He looks over at Uni and he's
Jar
like,
of dirt.
"For some, I highly recommend it."
You can smell.
Of course I can smell.
Ugh.
I'm...
So is your
Yeah,
friend.
Udi,
That's racist.
I don't know how shit works either. It's fine.
you know how much I eat. Although, Udi, I would just say I appreciate that you don't equate me with every other ghost out in existence.
Not all
Individual,
ghosts.
So I will stop. You're right. That is actually a good thing.
Now,
Like Udi.
I only ask one thing from the lot of you.
Don't go into the West Wing.
Don't take anything home.
Whatever
What's the Bluebeard one? Don't go into the basement or some shit like that.
Right.
Whatever previous Master Decad brought in here, any of his sundries or ill-gotten gains, are yours to keep. I just ask that you do not remove any of the furniture or flatware from the vicinity, the house. I have worked hard to make this place somewhat livable, despite.
What about the outside?
The outside is not of my concern.
But it should be of somebody's.
Yeah, we can get people for that. Live people, ostensibly.
I suppose.
Anyway,
Yeah.
yes. So
Just a quick question, like based on how things look like. Obviously, you understand what I'm talking about. Is this place existing in its own pocket?
I'm not sure.
Well, tomorrow morning I can tell you for sure.
Although
I trust your insight.
I have seen things out these windows that don't always match up from what I'm aware of. The previous master came and go quite a bit. Had lots of dreadful business and strange meetings in the house, especially down in the basement.
Knowing nobles, that's
Oh, there's a
usually mass
basement.
sex party.
Suddenly,
Yeah.
Tenuit looks
Always
great.
mass sex party.
There's a basement.
Yes, he had a phone in the basement.
Of course, there's a basement. We have a. This
Yeah.
is a large manor.
Yeah.
We need
I'm
some
from
place to put the
California, we don't
wine.
live in a basement.
I wish the basement to be cleared and made into my dwelling.
I can work with that.
Wonderful. You may all do with what you wish to the rest of the home.
The second basement.
But yeah, so you guys feel free to are free to look around. Sinclair is mostly futzing about, dusting things and cleaning things and tending the fire. You do notice now that Sinclair has made himself noticeable. The rest of you notice that there are things that seem to move about on their own. Whereas John, while you're looking, you can see that there are unseen servants roaming through here. They are not actually other ghosts; they are just unseen servants.
Just as the spell.
Yeah, but they all do. To your eyes, though, they all do look like footmen. Like they all have like bow ties and stuff.
Of course, they have livery.
Yeah,
Fucking indentured servants.
but they don't have faces, so because they're not like
Yeah.
actual creatures. But the rest of you, you'll see like napkins being like taken out and folded. You see like things getting cleaned in the sinks and stuff like that, and the sounds start coming out more that now that they know that proper owners are inside the house. But yeah, so you all can look around.
Huh.
So how many rooms are there in this place?
As many as
Like, and how many levels?
So as you go kind of looking around, the house is overall about like 3 floors plus an attic.
Okay.
And there's somewhere in the range of 10 rooms that are not including like, the parlor, the dining room, the ones on the first floor. There's about 10 other rooms like bedrooms and things like that.
I want to look for whatever might be an office to the owner of the house.
Okay.
And second, whatever the bedroom would be, because I want to see what junk is in there.
Okay.
I don't necessarily want to live in those places. I just want to see what sort of ill-gotten gains are over there.
Yeah, absolutely. So on the first, so y'all are on the first floor. You go up to the second floor, and the master bedroom is very obvious. It's the biggest, most gaudiest thing. There are large four-poster.
Amanda's room.
Yeah. That's where Krem gets.
Yeah. this is
So
the
large four-poster bed.
I don't
There
want
is a painting that is on the. Not in the bedroom. In the bedroom, there's just the four-poster bed with like all of the gilded accents. It's very much so, the Trump style, what poor people think rich people look like kind of thing.
It's like a full size bed that is carried by 2 gigantic golden muscle men statues.
Yeah,
Yes.
although when you check it, the actual like all the stuff that is gold here is very much so not gold. It is like gold plated. Or like has like a gold film over it. It's gold colored, so there's the bedroom there, and then right next to it, that also connects to it. through at the very least through a doorway that is basically like you have to pull a chair. See, like it's a chair attached to the door, so it's kind of like a hidden doorway.
Okay.
That goes into the adjoining office. And in the office room, there is a large desk with many leather-bound books and a massive fucking painting that is on the wall clearly of Deced, with like, posing like Captain Morgan with a sword, and there's like there's a dragon behind him, and he's, you saw the guy. He was a rotund
Does he
man.
have, like, the Princess Leia, like...
It's not a Frazetta.
He's just he's just very Napoleon like, but he looks way like buffer, like, although again I'm going to reference Trump again, the AI stuff that you see on Facebook where it's like Trump but he's like muscular and shit, it's that kind of gross stuff, like, and his face is still like weirdly fat, but
I immediately pull that shit off the wall.
Oh yeah.
Toss it out in the hallway because it's gross. Also, I kind of want to see if there's something under it.
As you do that, Sinclair kind of floats through the wall behind you, and he's just like, I hated that painting so much.
Me too. It can be gone now.
Sinclair, is there a large courtyard in back where we may have a bonfire?
I think there's a fireplace right here that it can easily be
I don't
fitted.
want those ashes in this room.
Why do you need toilet paper?
I'm okay with that.
That's fair.
Here you go.
Since when do you use toilet paper?
I am not sure.
Now I'm fancy.
He says, I am not sure of the states of the grounds at the moment, but I imagine there's some sort of fire pit that we could put together.
But yeah, as far as that, if there's nothing behind this painting, then I guess can I do like a couple of rolls to see if there's anything
if anybody wants to search for stuff
interesting
in the rooms that they are currently in, feel free to roll investigation checks.
What's your investigate?
Me?
Yeah.
It's bad. It's a 0.
Well, I have a 2. Who's got better?
Investigation.
It's an int, which we're all great at.
I'm at a 0.
Yeah, damn
Yeah,
it.
mine's 0.
Yeah.
We are.
End party.
Oh my God. Well,
I mean, you have
roll.
enough time that you could take
And plus
10 if you
2.
need to, but
All right.
Oh,
You want to help me and someone help
Moody
Booty?
got the int.
Odie is smarter
Help
than
me.
most of us.
I just hold up my arms and I go, bless me, bless me,
hey, blessies.
bless me.
It's like uppies, but
Yeah.
Nice wrist.
All right.
So
Someone give me an inspiration.
Yeah, hold on.
my brain went to Joe Coy talking about his grandmother. Joseph! Bless me! I was like,
Yep.
I do actually.
oh, I
Alright,
love it.
that's
Alright.
plus 4, right?
Yeah. So I
What,
went.
bless?
I went.
bless is plus 1d4.
Plus
Yeah.
1d4.
I went. Let's do this, and I tapped myself and them. I ended up with a 21,
Nice, okay.
and then so we'll see what they got.
Alright.
Oh my god.
Ugh.
I saw these rolls.
John knows exactly why Udi was
We
making
found a
the
lot
noise.
more
Yeah.
toilet paper, but nothing else.
It's like, yes, yeah, no, that is toilet paper. Good job.
I start wincing. I'm like, oh, please give them water right now. Like, they're close to an aneurysm.
Greenie got an 11?
She's in the kitchen.
Okay.
Nice.
11.
11.
11.
So a heavily modified 21.
Okay. So, you all are searching through the bedroom right there, and you're looking through. You're just opening up all the drawers and things. You find a lot of paperwork. You find a lot of letters and missives. You find the general like ink and quills and wax stamps or wax seal kits and everything, and all that kind of general stuff. There's lots of clothes. It's all gaudy as shit. There's lots of jewelry that most of it looks fake, or most of it looks like
Man.
it's there to be flashy, but he's not gonna wear. He assumes he. You get the feeling that he's like, I live in a city of criminals. It'd be a bad idea to wear
Right.
like my money on my person.
He's also clearly trying to appear as a bigger deal than
There's
Yeah.
gotta be
Reality.
something hidden here that's good.
There are a couple things though. You do notice. on the by the way, did Udi, did you put the ring on, or did somebody take that ring?
No.
They didn't actually put it on.
Okay.
No,
You
it's
still
in my
have
mouth.
Yeah.
You just holding it.
Does
you're
that
like,
count
in your
as equipped?
cheek
Yeah, I was
pocket.
gonna say it's like if you were to put like a marble in your mouth and you just sort of like
Yeah,
walking
you just
it
kinda
around.
hold
What
it
if
there.
the tongue was the tongue went.
And
You know, I'm not. Look, I will
Yeah.
count that as equipped if you want it to be, just like in your as you hold it in your mouth pocket, because you still can't use more than 2
It's-
rings at a time.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, they explicitly said that tongue went into that
Yeah,
ring.
yeah, I
hole.
heard that.
Just attune the ring by putting it in
So I would like to say,
Yeah.
Udi, as you are looking at all this paperwork, so you're dumping things out and you're dumping letters on the ground. You notice that you can read all of these sheets of paper. Like, I don't know how good Udi can read in the first place. I don't know if Udi can read their own language. But
You
you,
read like okay.
yeah, but you 100% are looking at all these and you're like, oh, I understand what that says.
What?
How he can read.
That's amazing. What is that written in? Like I lean in to look at the book.
So all of these letters have gone out to different places. One of them is in Chilaxian. Another one is in Jalmarayan. There's another one that looks like it's written from like a missive up to the Northlands.
Crazy.
And
Tight.
somehow Udi knows can read all of these
You
languages.
can read in all of these. Like it makes sense to you. That's
Horrifying.
just develop. Like I hear the ring like collapsing against your teeth. I'm like,
Udi, I was gonna say while you're dumping these around too, because you're the one who's clearly looking at the desk. There's also like a circlet sitting there on the desk that's like sitting in like it's like like if you have a smartwatch or a smart ring or something like that, you have a little charging station. That's what it kind of looks like. I mean, it's just a piece of wood, but it's like it's set on there and almost in like a charging station, like it's sitting on the desk waiting to be used.
Rudy is like, that just does something.
I'm not the one to ask about it. Is that?
Just do something. Just do something.
You're pointing at the circlet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, Oz.
Yeah. I get over there and I start sniffing around.
I can read.
And then
Horrifying.
You said
Well done.
you're helping Oz, right, with your graphics checks. So I'll say while he's doing this, you're looking through all the clothes and everything,
D20.
and
I'm like, man, I could do 3 of me. You could fit in this one.
yeah, 100%. You do find a cloak.
Are they coming home? Like, what's going on?
I don't know. Someone has
that's-
entered
This is
the.
a man.
I was like,
Oh,
dude.
man.
She does make a great alarm.
I'm a man, man.
Man made of man.
No, it's not Tiana.
No.
It's like somebody just went too close to the threshold for a sec there.
I mean, it could have been like a neighborhood cat. Or something. Go back to your bone. Go to Amazon.
So you see a cloak, and it's this, like you said, it's this most ostentatious, gross thing that you've ever seen. It's like covered. It's like
It's red and yellow.
yeah. And as you're looking at this thing, what would you say your style is? Like if you described her style.
I mean, very steampunk-esque.
Okay, so as you're looking at this cloak and you're like, this is hideous, you start thinking, and it transforms in your hands into a very nice long-sleeved leather coat with nice big gold buttons on it.
Cool duster.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah.
Don't mind if I do. No one's stopping me, so I'm putting it on. Do I die?
No, in fact, although when you put it on, you're like, oh, this feels like it's maybe a little too tight, and it immediately like
Lets out.
lets out a little bit, and is You put it on, you look at it, it's like,
Cloak of requirement?
this is really nice. It is a cloak of many fashions.
Ah.
While wearing this cloak, you can take a bonus action to change the style, color, and apparent quality of the garment. Cloak's weight doesn't change, regardless of the appearance. A cloak can't be anything but a cloak. Forget that part, it can be a coat. I don't give a shit.
It's a type of cloak.
Although it can duplicate the appearance of other magic cloaks, it doesn't gain their magical properties. So it is just a fancy cloak that makes it look like other cloaks. It looks like other things.
Oh, what's the
I don't
ring
think
that I
my
have?
ringmaster had one. Of
Okay,
these things.
so
Do you
your
have-
ring is a
Comprehend.
ring of comprehend
Oh,
languages.
that's okay. I thought so. Just sure.
While all this is going on, Brianny, as you were looking through the kitchen, and you were like looking at the first of all the flatware and the cups and everything are really, really nice. Like, this is well kept. You can tell why Sinclair specifically does not want you to take any of it out of the house. But it's all really, really nice. You don't really find anything kind of like crazy out of the ordinary, although as you're kind of looking, Marmalade comes up from behind you and taps you on the back, and looks up, and in her little voice, because she speaks to you, or is it speaks in your head? So in her little voice, she says, "I found this," and she holds up kind of like a weird, it looks like a Santa hat almost, and she says, "Can I keep it?"
It's just
Bring
yours
it
for
back.
life.
Let me see it first.
Oh, look, it does a cool thing, and she shakes it, and a rat falls out of it, and then she immediately eats the rat.
Yeah.
What? It's like snacks.
It's a snack hat.
Might I see that?
Oh,
Just a second.
okay, and she hands it to you.
Brady takes it, inspects, shakes it herself.
Okay, so it looks like a normal hat. When you shake it again, you just kind of shake it in general.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Turns it upside down. Shakes it.
Are you specifically trying to get like a rat or something?
No,
or
she's just trying to see, because the spider shook it and a rat fell out.
to...
So she's trying to see if there happened to be a rat in this thing, or if it's a thing that if you shake it,
so
it'll fall out.
when you shake it with some intent,
Yeah.
Why am I the only one popping my pussy?
wow, whoa,
Shake it with some
Holy
intent.
shit!
How's that?
I've been on
You
TikTok
always
too
gotta
long
shake
today.
it with some intent. right?
Rabbit, the
don't
timestamp.
just do this shit because you're trying to go to sleep or something.
The timestamp is 57 minutes and 46 seconds.
Yeah.
Clip
December
We're gonna
Make it
clip.
ringtone.
We're gonna clip it. Yeah.
Send it to me for a ringtone.
That's right.
when
I was
you-
just gonna say you'll go blind, but that was way better.
when you shake it with some intent, this time you're like, sure, and you hear ribbit, and a frog just hops out of it. There was not a frog in there before.
Congratulations, it's a amphibian.
Bad
Cry.
And as the frog hops around, Marmalade said, "Ooh, snack!"
You know, you don't have to eat everything.
She's got like on one fang there's the rat, on one fang there's the frog. Can I have
I
another?
don't wanna.
Go on. I don't want to see that. Go on.
Well, okay.
It's rude to speak with one mouth open.
Yes, very rude indeed.
Just go ahead and give me like an Arcana check or
Oh, I have that.
He's still red.
18.
18. So as you're kind of milling it over, you're looking at it, and you get the gist of the enchantment on here. It is a hat of vermin.
So reflexive.
So it has 3 charges, and every day you can spend a charge to either conjure a bat, a frog, or a rat. And it's just you pull it out of the hat, or it comes out of the hat, and you can dump it on the ground, and then you got one. It's just a normal animal of the type.
We'll always have food.
It has 3 charges per day, and it gets all of its charges back at dawn. So You have a hat of
Imagine-
snacks. It's a hat of snacks for
I have a
marmalade.
snack
Kind of.
hat.
Yeah. Imagine if you.
You might occasionally be next to your house.
That means your spider will have a little link hat that she can pull snacks out
Just
of.
squeeze.
It's like, are you finished? Don't speak with your mouth full.
Okay.
Alright, come back.
She crawls back over.
You may have this. It will get you 3 snacks a day. Now we've already wasted 2 for this evening. But now, if you should wish to have a snack, you may have one.
Ooh. Okay, thank you.
And she just sort of like, because she just like puts it in the pack that
Yeah.
Marmalade has on her back. It's like, there you go. You know where it is.
Congrats, you've been hatted.
Congratulations on the snack hat.
Yeah.
Totally not the usual use of a hat of vermin, I assume.
I mean, yeah, no, I mean,
Yes
pretty
and
sure
no.
you could use the hat of ermine to, like, I got rats, I can throw them into trap areas or whatever, but you got a spider.
Yep.
Need snacks.
That's pretty neat.
Okay, so where were we at? You guys are looking at so you found the code. You guys are on the desk, so you check a look at that circlet.
Circlet, yeah.
Yep.
I'm showing it to Oz.
Okay.
Oz, my circlet, it doesn't take.
I get up in there and get a big old snootful.
Give me a Arcana check.
Well, so all the things that happen with detect magic happen.
Yep.
And then with the Arcana check, giving myself guidance and getting help.
Sure.
Help you.
Oh, good.
Yay.
Good on the help there.
Yeah.
I saw that one.
Gross. 16, 17, plus 8. Yeah. I don't know. Arcana. Oh my god, wait. What is my Arcana? Fuck.
Sir.
It's 5. Still, 17 plus 5 is 20.
22. Yep. Okay. So you get a big whiff of it, and it smells exactly like the library, the chantry that you were trained in, not the whole temple, specifically the library.
Oh shit. This circlet knows things. Oh. Okay.
You
You
destroy
put,
it.
Tomorrow morning.
Put on your head.
Not right now. Probably tomorrow morning.
What is wrong?
I don't like to put things on or in me before I know exactly what they do.
That's fair.
I don't know. Adventures the spice of life, my man.
You know,
I mean, sometimes you regret it, but sometimes you make discoveries.
I will take
About many people.
I'll take every recommendation given by
Right.
the goblin and the deceased person. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, so yes, I'm already dead. So take my advice that you don't.
Okay. So what are you doing? Anything else with it?
No, I let everyone else know that it's probably got something to do with knowledge or that sort of thing because it reminds me of my old library where I studied.
Mm-hmm.
But I will have identify locked and loaded tomorrow morning where I can go
so you
through
can-
all of it. Yeah.
Okay. So as you guys are doing that, and since you did it, you actually had a pretty good investigation check as well. I'll say as you were kind of done looking at the kitchen, you're kind of looking in through the parlor. You can see that sitting on a table or a stand actually that's like specifically for it, right next to a pretty large chair, is a very well maintained, brightly colored hurdy-gurdy.
That's fancy.
Nobody touch it unless you absolutely know what you're doing with it.
I mean, yeah, like, I don't know how to play.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
No, just on principle. It's not magical, but those things are finicky as hell. So
It does. You get the kind of sense that it's probably magical of some sort, but you're not entirely certain as to what it does.
Good performance roll, but
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I'm not expecting you to play it or anything. But
well, no, Brady would probably be like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
And then
Oh, hey, neat.
Oh, hurdy-gurdy.
Um,
Oh, you don't see those very often.
but beyond that, as you're looking through those rooms, you do not find anything else of note. You do find probably, like, amongst all the jewelry and stuff that he has in his like personal rooms, there's probably, like a couple hundred gold worth of stuff, which is nothing to sniff at, but not much there. Tenuit, what have you been doing this whole time?
Upsettedly following everybody around
Okay.
and keeping her eye on, like, where Sullivan? Sinclair.
Yeah, he's been kind of floating about.
Yeah.
Something you notice real quick is that all the other rooms that are here, all the other rooms that are in this that are in the on the second floor and then up on the third floor, are all pretty sparsely furnished. Like, it seems like the only room that was really, like, furnished properly was the master bedroom.
Okay.
He was a shitty, lonely man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are furnished. There are like beds and armoires and things like that. But like it's all pretty basic stuff. None of it looks ostentatious. The thread counts on the sheets are remarkably low.
But now, I mean, this guy's gotta have money somewhere. Is
Yeah.
it in the basement?
So as you say that, Sinclair comes. Sinclair phases kind of through the wall and he taps Tanuit on the shoulder. He says, Master Tanuit, about the basement.
Firstly, drop the master. Tanuit is fine.
I wish that I was allowed to.
You can call Master Udi.
He yeah.
And he's like, me, I'll take it. I'll take all of it.
Oh my goodness.
Even
Where
if
do I
it's a
sign?
direct order?
There are some parts of this situation that I cannot control.
Can we replace the master with another word?
Potentially. I've never tried.
Mistress, commander.
Captain.
You see him like work
I like how the rest of us are
work the word in
watching.
work the word around his mouth a little bit. Captain Tanuit.
I don't like it, but it's better than master. All right.
Fascinating.
About the basement.
Yes.
I would have grabbed a tiger. Like, no.
I can have the servants clean up things down there and make the place more suitable for you. But I don't want to touch anything down there.
Oh, I definitely want to go down there now.
That's where the sex parties happen.
There better not be any cages down
No, just gross.
Big heavy sigh.
There's a lot of leather. Everything is.
Let's
slippery.
go look.
No, but it's not leather. It's just vinyl
like
because he's a cheap
running
grossman.
to the basement.
So-
Don't lick anything.
Yeah, don't. Please
So-
don't. Not this time.
So he takes you through the parlor, and you go around to a bookcase. Because the one thing you did notice while you were walking around, he keeps talking about a basement. You didn't see any noticeable ways to get down to a basement. Till he walks over to a bookcase, and he pulls. Well, he just kind of floats through the bookcase, and then he.
Only one of us.
Right. And he pushes on a book and just. And the whole bookcase like slides over.
The temptation to insight check if that was subconscious or if he was just fucking with us.
6 to 1, half dozen the other.
Uh-huh.
You know.
Tanuit makes note of what book it was.
Yeah, I'll come up with a name.
Yeah.
So it opens up and there's stone steps that go down. That are everything's lit by torches. No, correction. Things are not lit by torches. They are lit by. Quote-unquote torches, but anybody with the magical knowledge can look at these and see that they are continual flame. So they do not
That's tight.
do not generate heat, and they do not go out. As a matter of fact, seems like all of the lights in this place are continual flame. So all of the candles and things like that. But it does seem like he might have some way of controlling the level of light.
Not when it's maintained by a soul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
So, as he leads you downstairs, and you get down to the bottom of the dungeon, and it is exactly what you think it is. Straight up, eyes wide shut dungeon. There is all the stuff that you expect.
Call it, never fails, always
Yes.
disappoints.
So there is a goddamn cage that probably.
Oh, there's several. There's like a couple of them. There's, there's some saddles. There's a whole bunch of masks. There's,
Tanuit is.
There's one of those big
set.
There's like one of those big
Can we burn all of this?
Cross
You said there wouldn't
crosses.
be combat. I say roll
Yeah.
the hit.
Yeah.
Just smash it all. Just,
Tony, give me a religion check.
No. I choose to fail.
I don't.
Oh, that's some sort of
I don't want
creepy
that
ass sex deity.
I went to college. Hold on.
You learned this in college?
Where else do you learn this stuff?
I spent
Brothels?
$75,000 on
That's
this.
fair. That's a certain type of college.
Yeah.
Religion?
Different
Yeah.
technology.
I do have that. All right. Am I getting help?
Not from me.
Here,
Sure.
let me. I had a 13 and an 8. What, or you
Yeah, just
want
go with the 13. That's fine.
Okay. So 15. Filthy 20. The
So-
filthiest in this
Okay.
case. Yeah.
So as you're just like you all walk down. You all look, kind of go down to this basement. You're like, just
And I
like
go-
collectively like fuck, gross.
and then Oz adds extra.
there are stains around. There are
Yep.
I mean it's like, well, okay, let me say there's no.
Nobody cast dancing black lights.
There's the surfaces are quote unquote clean. Anything that has maybe fabric on it. is
Anything I
stained.
get near prestidigitation.
Yeah,
prestidigitation.
100%.
Use gloves for everything. Did the mayor's body disappear? Did we remember what happened to it?
So the mayor and the three people that you killed at the scene, they all got immediately absorbed by the
Yeah.
into
That's a shame.
like they melted into blood and went into the and
I almost wish we could have kept it just in case one of the gardeners passed by, because that would have been a good a job for them. I don't want this guy's soul to get reincarnated.
Don't they usually clean it out or whatever?
what's that?
The souls. I don't know.
I mean, like I said, there's not a lot of stuff down here that is nothing is dirty. But anything
What's
that is
dirty?
anything that was
Dirty.
anything that was like that looks like it's made of cloth or leather is ambiguously stained.
Okay, how badly are these things bolted in? Can we carry them out?
I mean, you could. Yeah, it'll take some time. It's not like it's all done. All the work was done by servants. They were able to bolt things to the floor. It's not that hard. But so as you just kind of look around, you're just kind of taking stock of everything.
Montage us dismantling.
Yeah.
It's like a 80s movie, like post-party cleanup montage.
Yeah.
Except it's
Not
like...
even our
It's got that,
party.
like,
Not that we would have this one.
So there are two.
No, it is. Yeah.
There are two things you guys notice as you're going down there. So as you're looking through like all the there's all the eyes wide shut sex dungeon shit that's down there.
Woo.
Ignoring all of that stuff, all of it looks like it's if you want to use some of it as leather armor, you could, but like
No!
but
It's
like
a repellent.
yeah. But there is also as you look through, there are a couple of rooms that go off from the main area of the basement. One of them is a wine cellar, or one of them is the where they keep all the wine, and the other one has a very large safe in it. Tony, with your religion check, you notice that sitting next to one of the benches that's down here
Bitches.
is really conspicuous set of beads
No!
All right.
that has
Do
a
they get gradually bigger?
it has a
Hey, Oz, remember my previous advice?
It has a
Do
whole-
not with these.
it has a holy symbol It has a holy symbol of Iomide
Holy
on the end of it.
Oh no.
And I can burn you.
Oh yeah, no, I hit those suckers with a prestidigitation real quick.
Yep.
And a mending, just
Yeah,
to,
it's true. The string was broken in one place, and there was just a kind of long string of these prayer beads.
no, yeah.
Go ask the town folk.
I hit it with the
who
magic.
has a
I hit it with the
foreign
magic
body.
bleach.
Yep.
And then you know I still kind of like as I pick them up,
Cast your Korok spell.
and when no one looks around, I sniff them.
Oh,
Shockingly,
trauma coming.
it smells. Shockingly, it smells like temple incense.
All right.
Go ahead and give me an
That's
Arcana
worse.
check.
You think that's better?
On the back of the
That's some like ritual shit.
Wait, you said that Iomade is the god of justice?
Yeah.
She's like the good, cool god.
Like the god that like most paladins would have.
Well, if he's a disgusting motherfucker, of course he's using those as his fun time beats.
Iomade would basically be like the Catholic god, so you know it's basically like it is 100% basically somebody using
There's probably
a rosary
forms of,
as
Yeah.
yeah.
all the typical things.
So,
Is it
no,
like-
that's more than
Infinity
that.
Bro?
11
One of the grosser things
plus
I've ever
3 is
seen.
14.
Role-playing game.
Yeah. It is they're very clearly magical. You don't know exactly what they do. It is clearly a holy symbol, so you can use it as a holy symbol, or you can, even though it's not your holy symbol, it is a holy symbol.
Okay.
Swing it around like a flail.
And it is very clearly magical. You can't quite pick out what it does.
So, I double checked what my restrictions were on which arcane spells I can get. So, when you want, I'm going to run an identify on everything because I can't change my prepared arcane spells.
Okay. So
they are always A, B, and C, and the only one that I can change at all is when I level for my magic initiative.
Okay, so
I'm taking it now.
You can right on that.
Yeah.
Okay, so Master sorry, Sinclair kind of is just kind of standing there looking at all of this. He's like, I hated when he brought his friends over.
Burn it. All of it.
I'm upset that I don't have fire spells right now. And I'm here for you. Yeah.
Oh, you can make fire.
Yes.
We don't work on all
acid
this
splash.
stuff, so
Oh yeah.
That might be
would
better.
also-
Yeah.
Melt it.
Yeah,
He won't risk burning the
Exactly,
rest of the
yeah.
game.
I look and I go, what's in safe?
Okay, so
Oh, it's safe.
yep, there is a big safe. It is when you check it, it is locked.
Oh, I look at things like, oh, it's safe, please.
Perhaps
I look
the
at that and I go, I said, please.
captain of the house has the
How good of
key.
you.
Can I open this, please?
Does the key work on the safe?
No.
maybe Sam can do
He says
something?
it's a first of all it's a combination lock.
Okay.
But secondly, he says, I was not privy to any of that information. Whatever is in there is yours by right, but you may just have to bust into it.
Yeah, that's tragic.
Val, how many
no.
inches of steel can you get there?
Yeah. how
There's
can-
no rogue in the party. Shit.
Yeah, the problem is that I can stick my hand in it and I
Plus,
can
it
pull
makes me
stuff
feel
out.
good.
Oh wait,
at
that's
least
right.
tell us what's-
Hang on a
oh,
second.
wait.
Rogue.
Yeah, we have a rogue.
Crem's a rogue?
Surely not.
I thought you were the, what was that? You're like unkillable or whatever.
Sorry, I forgot. Rogues Krem is a professional wrestler.
Right. That.
And bustin' makes me feel good.
Yes, please give us a win. This place sucks.
I perhaps can punch it open, and he's gonna. I'll try and do my thieves' tools things.
Yep. Go ahead and give me a check. We'll use either dexterity or intelligence, whichever's higher for you for your check.
Okay.
So pleasant about it too.
Nobody look at him while he's punching.
Yeah. Nobody saw it.
Uh-huh.
It's fine. It's Karam. He's good at everything he does.
Yeah,
To me,
yeah.
that tracks.
Yeah.
Their skill matches.
What's magic circle do?
That is a 16.
Okay, that's good enough. Yeah, you walk up to it. Do you like quote unquote like make it look like you Fonzie it open or something?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Just kick it.
No. Goes over.
Like inspecting the lock first, inspecting in air quotes, and then, yeah.
and then just
You
pa!
slap
Check.
the dial on it so
Yep.
it spins.
Just like and it just pops open. Cool. So the door swings open, and yeah, any of the stuff that you might have expected to find elsewhere is down in here. There is a bunch of. This is a large like safe that you could like walk into. There is a bunch of gold and silver and copper bars and coins of different sizes and different denominations and everything. There are also a number of. It looks like he was keeping some implements of some sort down here. As in, like, there are very quality weapons hanging on the hanging from a rack in the back there, kind of like somebody with a gun safe.
You said the G word.
Not an actual gun
Aw.
safe, but in the sense that he was keeping these. He knew that he clearly this is where he was keeping all of his treasure.
Right.
So
Give me the loot. Give me the loot.
there's a.
Tell me, I'm like, I'll just for you.
I'm sorry, what?
Are this yours?
Looks to Sinclair.
Oh, all of this belongs to you. Yes.
7 ways.
Tanowit looks at it all and goes, combine it with the party funds.
Alright, but do we need to do IDs on all of these first?
Yeah.
You'll need to. So
I'm
just you can write
sniffing
it
and
down.
checking, yeah.
There's a battle axe. There's a long sword. There's a mace and a crossbow.
Ooh.
A light crossbow.
All of which I have. Well, say them again.
There is a battle axe
Yep.
that has. Okay, I'll give you a little bit of extra. These the battle axe has it's serrations on it, so it's teeth. It's teethed basically. There is a long sword that has when you were kind of looking over it, it feels somewhat warm to the touch with a green wrapped leather handle. There is a mace that when you pick it up. Kind of glows with a little bit of light, and there is a crossbow that when you pick it up you can see that there's a bolt loaded onto it already. You can see that the bolt has a little bit of a green tinge on the head.
Tight.
I look to Val.
And there's a mass amount of gold and different other things in there. I'll shortcut this and go ahead and say that there is between those stuff that you found upstairs and between the gold and things that you find in this thing, there's about 5,000 gold worth of stuff that's in here.
Nice. I'm interested in the long sword
Ooh,
and the mace.
please. You're technically the mistress of this house. You get first take.
And Tano's
I
very
know.
much like, I hate this.
I know, but
I did this because you needed me to. Yes.
It's been nothing but inconveniences so far. It's
Yeah.
time you get some benefit from this.
Yes, I want the mace and the long sword.
Does
Okay.
the axe look magical at all?
So all of these things look magical.
Because
Yeah.
mine isn't. So
Yeah.
if the battle axe is magical, I will grab it.
Yeah.
Okay.
My battle axe is already silvered. I mean,
Yeah, I didn't get the magic weapon because I got heavy armor.
Ah, yes.
Should I just
Same.
immediately add this to coinage, or am I gonna be
wanted
like
the
after we
weapon.
sell it? Or
You can add the coins, the 5,000 to the coinage that we have.
Okay.
We'll just go ahead and shortcut that part of it. I'm not gonna make you guys like try to find a
Right.
art dealer to get rid
Right.
of get rid of like just statues and
We're
shit.
gonna play
I hope he doesn't have any
Beverly
stashes.
Hills Cops for a second.
There's weird, what do they call them? Like fertility statues.
Oh,
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but they're all like him, like
Yeah,
idealized version of
They look
Man.
like him,
Lincoln.
yeah.
I'm not even coming up with this stuff
Oh,
at this
God.
point. That's great.
You started it.
Yeah.
We'll melt those down. It'll be fine.
Yep. Turn them into cannonballs. That's what
I was
we do
going to
that
say,
for.
by the way, you did find sorry,
Not when they're made of fine metals. Like,
Brienne,
Yeah,
you did find in the pantry. You looked through all the pantries that there is a extensive amount of different types of coffees and teas that
They're
he
all
had
big
in
and
the
low.
staging.
Sorry.
rude.
Who's that?
Matter of fact, Sinclair, as you're kind of, we'll go back to this a little bit and say as you're looking at as you're like checking out the tea sets and you're looking at the thing here, Sinclair, he looks at you and, are you a fan of the? Are you a fan of the leaf?
Oh,
Brienne
Sinclair,
Like,
you don't need
looks
to
at
try to
him.
look cool.
and like pulls her spoon out of her little kidlet and goes, and then just cup tea. Would you like some?
He reaches down and he picks up the cup and finds it very easy for himself to pick up.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever his favorite kind of tea is, that's what that tastes
Yeah.
like.
His facial expression doesn't change at all. He just looks at you and he says, "You're my favorite.
No.
Aw.
Don't tell anyone else."
In front of all of us and perfectly honest.
No. This was back when she and Marmalade was like checking out the rat hat,
Okay. All right. Okay.
looking around for other items of clothing that will dispense rodents, and sad that she couldn't find any more.
You've set an impossible standard now.
Maybe this one puts out bugs. But yeah, so as you guys are searching through, as far as items of interest, that's kind of all the stuff that you found. Again, there's lots of books. There's lots of things. You could probably find some notes on like the history of the region or elsewhere. It's also just as likely that the books that are around are the kind of books you buy in bulk to make your library look better. But nothing that strikes you as particular interest.
They're just covers with blank pages.
Yeah.
So
At-
upsetting.
At your insistence, at the very least, the Sinclair directs the unseen servants to start making up some of the rooms to make sure that you guys have comfortable places to stay. He very reluctantly orders his unseen servants to start unbolting all of the stuff down in the basement, and starts having them carry the things out and ejecting it out of the back. Like he opens the back door to the place and just starts ejecting it out into the overgrown lawn.
Yeah.
He's like you can see that his hands are like things I have seen and heard in this place.
Tanuit does like pull up her own sleeves and starts helping undo things. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make you fucking do this.
I also start
This is
helping.
awful.
I'm just like,
We will all cleanse after.
this needs to be just excised from this place before
Yeah.
we can live in it.
Does Val wear different changes of clothes ever?
Probably not.
Okay.
He's like
So-
a cartoon character.
I
And he has
was-
one outfit.
He's
I was
anime.
like, yeah, I was like,
It's from an anime. Like
And it's all made out of ectoplasm, so it's not like it gets dirty.
yeah, I was gonna say whatever room Val picks out, he like makes a nest in the closet. Like, just opens the closet.
Despite the
and
fact
is
that there are more than enough rooms for you
oh,
to have your
yeah,
own.
Yeah. Gotta stay close
Yeah.
now,
I
and
think what happens is that we pick a room that has like a big like walk-in closet, and then I immediately jettison any clothes that is in there like out. I was like, there you go.
I don't need any of this.
well, I do keep some of the clothes and like shred them into a proper nest.
I mean,
And then make sure to roll around them
Here.
so it gets my scent.
As is customary, Creme, you are always welcome to stay in my basement once I've cleaned it.
Here, use this coat. I think it's brocade.
Brocade.
And then Udi just looks at Sinclair and goes, I need jars. Please?
There are several jars in the cabinets down in the kitchen. Please do not break any of them.
I try not to.
Thank you.
That's the most honest thing I've heard today.
Udi just tries to grab as many jars as they can and then just starts filling them with the teeth. And putting them on display.
Okay, that's fine.
They're
You
just
can do
jars
that.
for teeth.
Yep, jars for teeth.
Yeah.
I saw jars for teeth once. They were,
They were good for 90
their second,
cents.
their second album was significantly worse than the first one. I
Yep.
don't know, they fell off.
It's
Like,
my
made out of
favorite
babies.
donation every year.
Here,
Jars for teeth.
Here, Udi, use the hat shells. Or here. I'll help you put those up.
Okay, so
You just knock a bookcase over and use that as, or no, you just move a small bookcase
Yep.
to be a ladder.
There's like teeth, and then there's the next jar where it just says like finger bones, and there's a third jar with a question mark on it.
okay, so
It's potpourri.
so you all get rooms set up for you. They at least change the sheets and they do all the, you have the unseen servants taking care of like lighting
The
candles
normal
and
fluffing.
trying to make everything as comfortable as possible for everybody.
Brianna's like, oh gosh, she like pulls her little bed out of her pack on her spiders.
Do you put it on top of one of the other beds?
No, on the
Okay.
floor.
Okay. Just cuddles up. Okay, and so it's still like this all takes you guys some time, so it's nighttime now. Unbolting everything and getting all of the weird fetish gear out of there.
I'm absolutely gonna have a bath after this.
Also
we trek it out to the outside where it's hell, and then trailblaze a path into what used to be a pond in the backyard, and then clear around the pond because now it's a bonfire pit.
Yep.
And
Yeah, no, that's perfectly fine. You guys open the door. You guys can clear out some of the garden, or some of the space. You make it back. So out in the yard there, you can see that there are a few sheds. There's what clearly used to be like a stables. There is a fountain that's not working. There is what looks like the remnants of a kind of probably shitty hedge maze. That's like it was the world's smallest hedge maze or something like that. Like you figure it out in a couple seconds, but still.
I think it's like a Halloween corn maze.
Yeah, basically.
but not even.
Yeah.
But
It's the spot where you sit in the cart and they play Dracula.
Yeah, the grounds are pretty big. So, but you do find a good spot to set up a good spot next to a small pond that you can set up a bonfire and burn all this stuff, and that goes off pretty well without a hitch. You guys are able to get everything singed up, and you ignore any of the strange toxic gases that are coming off of this stuff that's getting burned.
Every so often it sounds like the fire gives off a...
The night.
Yep. Val is just
The
like,
light.
eyes straight ahead, don't pay attention to it.
Yep, nope.
Do not
Don't.
get
Just the smoke coming off of it just coalesces into a dick and balls and just like, it's like floating above the
Don't
fire.
look at it. That encourages this behavior.
Yep.
Do not give it the satisfaction.
The demi-deity dick butt.
Yep.
So, that goes off without a hitch, and you are more than welcome to sleep the night in the house.
Everyone crash.
Tanuit definitely does the bath.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, there are multiple bathrooms.
For speed's sake, if you want to just drop everything I identified in chat
Yeah, I'll do that.
later, and then then we'll have a copy of it. I'm not going to argue over it in text.
I have a feeling you're going to want to hand that mace over to somebody else.
Okay.
I mean, you'll see once it's
Yes,
up there.
I'm sure.
The sword you probably want to hang on to. Okay, so next day, you still have a couple of days before you have to leave. All right.
Pressure in the room just changed.
Oh.
Oh, fuck. In both ears.
Sucks.
Sorry. Let me...
No, you're fine.
So you still have a couple of days before you're supposed to leave. If there's nothing that anybody wants to do while you're in town still, we can just fast forward to that. That's fine. But if there's anything anybody else would like to do,
Trying to. Don't.
No, Tanuit just wants
we-
to cleanse the basement and make it her own.
Can we go over to What's Her Bitch and shake down Johnny for some yard work?
Right?
You can do that.
if you would like to negotiate for some hirelings somewhere, you can do that.
No.
No.
I want him to do it.
I want to sit on my porch and watch him work.
Yeah.
You notice that in the days that go by, Udi spends their time practicing with their bow blade in the back.
Okay.
Just training.
Yeah. So we'll say we're gonna fast forward through that. So,
Sure.
what are you guys doing for the next couple of days? What is everybody kind of doing?
I think I claim a room and then I try to make it me as much as I can with this money. With not too much money. I don't really know if I want to use money for it. Whatever.
Oh, also occasionally Udi plays with Marmalade and they play keep away with the hat. And just chase each other around the entirety of the mansion.
Like adorable little squirrels.
You have realized that this hat now leads to a effectively unlimited amount of rat teeth if you want them. I mean, it's
not entirely unlimited. You only get 3 a day.
well, yeah, it's only 3 a day, but it's 3 every
perpetual
single
rat
day.
tooth
So.
machine.
But you don't know that it's going to give you a rat because it could
Yeah.
be a bat or a frog.
That's
Get
true.
Fucked over and you get a frog.
Ooh, frog teeth. Sorry.
Well,
The frog comes out grinning. Huh.
Oh God! Why?
Those weird fish. With
Put it
the-
back! Put it back!
Just jamming it back into the
They're
front of the head.
dark looking
they're
fish.
like
Nope.
they're like separated pointy teeth. It's like ugh.
Let's not ask for this.
Oz is enthusiastic or more excited than you'd expect to help with yard work and getting his own room set up, and we'll probably help with trying to find some hirelings to we'll find the local landscapers and have them at least do a cleanup job so it's not so that other adventurers don't come by to try and fucking
Squat in her place.
accept it as a challenge and hope to loot it.
Right.
Also, I'm curious to see. Well, actually, okay. So, with the identify spell, is there anything inside the house that's there, or is this magically maintained by that house so that it won't crumble? Yeah, or is there like a facade situation?
Oh, you're talking about the outside of the house.
Yeah.
Okay. give me an Arcana check. So, in combined with the Identify, first of all, I put the list of stuff that's in there. One of you is going to get a headband of intellect.
Tight.
So one of you will stop having. There will be at least one person who can
With
do
a
8
higher
checks.
than a +2.
Yeah, I will have some intelligence.
The Green Flame Sword and the True Strike Mace. So they're both magic weapons. They don't have any bonuses to hit, but they can. The Green Flame Sword lets you cast Green Flame Blade at will, which is a cantrip.
Okay.
True Strike Mace lets you cast True Strike as a cantrip, which in the new version doesn't give you advantage on a hit. It lets you use your spellcasting modifier to a hit and damage, and it does extra damage.
Okay.
It's also no longer a full action to cast.
Huh?
Is it still a full action to cast?
It's a different thing. True Strike is more like Green Flame Blade or Booming Blade now, where
Okay,
it's
good.
you make an attack with a weapon, you use your spellcasting modifier for the attack and damage, and then it does extra radiant damage.
I
It's
always
like
wanted to use
It's like an
that,
instant
that cantrip.
magic turn.
Yeah.
but it doesn't actually. It could just make
usually
you waste
bad.
a turn, and it sucks.
The poisonous crossbow that's listed there will give you a +1 to your attack rolls and does an extra 1d4 poison damage on a hit. And then the serrated battle axe there will also give you a +1 to your attack, and then does an additional 1d4 slashing damage when on a hit.
Okay, I will pass the mace off to someone who does magics, and I will take the crossbow.
Oz probably is a good candidate. But
Yeah.
I do seem, either.
since you're going to be standing up front,
Yeah, I don't know if
I don't know if Brandy wants a mace.
I have tiny chinchilla hands.
it sizes down because it's.
It will resize for your use if you want
Also,
to use
she just doesn't really use weapons.
Yeah,
fair.
yeah, yeah, no. If
So
you're not a
you have to
meleer,
stand
yeah.
up front
Yeah.
to use it. As much as I love the imagery of you, like your little paws wrapped around a little mace on your shoulder.
It just cartoon extends every time she swings it.
Like I have a dagger and a short sword, but I don't use them.
Yeah.
I
You
just
don't
have-
need to.
Yeah.
There's not. Yeah.
Bless you.
Gesundheit.
Oh, it's all stuck. Do you want some tea?
Yeah, I can't drink this anymore. The carbonation is fucking.
Yeah.
annoying.
Well, I'll turn on the
I
kettle.
want it.
it. Sure.
Ew, cooties.
Wrapped up in all your food.
Give him cooties.
The prayer beads.
Yeah.
They literally are prayer beads. Like I'm not even like whatever they were used for before.
I cleaned them.
They are prayer beads. It is a necklace of prayer beads that has 4 magical beads on it. The bead of curing, bead of favor, bead of smiting, and bead of blessing.
Oh,
you can
hell
see
yeah.
You can see what they do. It's basically 4 different spells you can cast once per day without using a spell slot.
Yeah. Actually, Brainy, you want these? They have been thoroughly cleansed.
What are they
Sorry,
doing?
what was it?
It's a necklace with 4 spell beads.
So it is it's basically a rosary that has 4 different beads on it that you can use each once per day, and each of them does a different spell. One of them is cure wounds, one of them is divine favor. I'm sure you probably don't know exactly what each of these do, but they're all buff spells.
Okay.
They don't use spell slots.
They don't use spell slots either.
I mean, okay.
It's extra spells.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, there's the thing in there.
Cool.
Cloak of many treasures. Oh, and the instrument, the hurdy-gurdy is an instrument of illusion.
Ooh.
Illusions, Michael. Tricks are what whores do for money.
Does anyone else want tea?
I've seen some slutty hurdy-gurdies.
Yes, please.
I had 2.
Yes.
No, yes, 3.
Do you want tea?
No, thank you.
No. I got Sally.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Oh, wait, what was the magical thing? The instrument?
The
Instrument of illusion.
Illusion.
massages. Wait.
Probably, ew.
While you're playing this magical instrument, you can take a magic action and create a harmless, illusory visual effects from within a 5-foot emanation originating from the instrument. If you're a bard, the size of the emanation increases to 15 feet. Sample visual effects include luminous musical notes, a spectral dancer, butterflies, and gently falling snow.
Oh, that's cool.
The magical effects have neither substance nor sound, and they are obviously illusory. The effects end when you stop playing. So it's a MP3 visualizer.
Yeah, I have a -1 to performance, so I'm definitely not calling it. No, yeah, Oz is the most interested in the headband of intellect, and then will accept the mace if offered, but isn't tied to it.
The headband makes a ton of sense for you.
Yeah.
I probably have the most performance of my house. Our friend pretty big though.
Oh yeah. Does the wrestler class like int or any of the other toys?
Hey, why are you doing that? Don't do that.
Well, we'll enjoy your leftovers.
Tight. We can work that out. Yeah, but yeah. What about this house? Does the
Okay, yeah. So give me you give me a Arcana check for that.
another one? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm
Are
gonna
you-
I want help, and I'm
So
blessing
here's
myself.
the question: are you putting the headband on?
Well, it sounds like I can get the headband. Yeah, so that'll bump.
That's what I was going to ask.
So it does it.
It sets your
It
your
takes me to
intelligence
19?
19.
Oh hell yeah!
So you automatically now have a +4.
Oh yeah! Sweet.
Feeling better?
It was stuck.
Oh, hi, puppy.
Yep.
Helpful, right?
I'll trade you this. And I'll trade this. Question mark.
So that takes me to +4.
Yeah.
Tight.
That's why those headbands are.
No, yeah.
That's why I'm like, I say, okay, what do we all got at the party? Okay, you don't have int, you don't have int, you don't have int, you don't have fuck. Okay, well,
No
all
one's got
right.
int.
Somebody's got int now. Congratulations.
Yay, we did it.
One of y'all knows things.
Yeah, someone can argue with Udi now.
Yeah.
I really
I've been arguing with Udi.
Okay, look. So I'm kind of interested. I'm kind of amused. I would be kind of amused if you just gave the headband to Udi, so that Udi becomes the smartest person in the
That can
smartest
like
person in the party.
understand, read all languages.
Udi's gonna get there on their own.
I want to hear Udi go off on like a tangent about like metaphysics or something like that.
Strange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to hear Udi's dissertation.
Udi the science goblin.
Udi, the science goblin. Udi.
Yep.
I feel like it's a much more Beekman's World energy out of that one.
Right.
Yes. I mean, there is giant rats.
There's giant rats now,
Wearing
and there's
glasses made of actual glass bottoms, like glass bottoms.
Do we look like the stupidest people you've ever met?
Does this hurdy
Like
gritty
one
have
green
a
and one
case?
brown.
Does
yes.
need one.
Yes.
I'm just like. Okay, then, fine.
We'll see if we can get it with 2 panels, so you can keep a Tommy gun on the other side.
I mean, that would be kind of cool.
Did I find you?
First, we gotta invent a Tommy gun.
Right. Yep.
Woo! Okay, so yeah, I guess I would have.
A lot higher check to this.
I was gonna call him Cornelius. What's his fucking name?
Sinclair.
Sinclair. There we go.
Gonna have
Because it's
10 billion names.
Parliament Funkadelic. It
What
just trip you up.
would I say? Could we say me asking him questions about the nature of the place
Sure.
gives me help? And then I hit myself with a bless. Blam! Oh my god!
Wow.
What the fuck?
Do you suck?
Look at that's the second one it's rolled.
It's true. You need to put that one in dice jail.
God, but what happened? Is it because you're rolling with the other one? Are you mad?
Yeah.
It was rolling fine earlier. All right. So 17 with all my new mods.
Okay, so you do a little bit of looking.
And the identify.
Yep. Yeah, you do a little. So you identify the key. The key is now currently bound to Tanowit.
Right.
Tanowit is the implicit owner of this key.
Yeah, is the mystical.
Therefore, is the one who can choose who has access to the house.
Right.
Tanowit gives you all full access to the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Working with Sinclair, he mentions that he has been here a very long time, at least the past 200 years.
Tight.
He has worked with, or he has had several masters in that time.
Sure.
The house always passes on to the next person who, generally speaking, it isn't usually because the person has been killed by somebody, but it's not unheard of, especially out here. But he's been through several masters. Deked was the most recent of them, and he says that they come and go. He doesn't know the exact nature of his binding to the house, but he does confirm that he is bound to the house. The key is not necessarily related to him in any way, at least as far as he knows. As you're doing some testing, you go in and out. You go through the doors and everything like that. You do with the 17, and kind of going around doing some testing. You exit the house at one point. You exit the house, and you go around and you try to open one of the side windows. And when you open the side window and you look in, the house is empty.
Okay.
It is not decrepit, but it is more decrepit than what you had seen before. And when you go back around to the front door and you go back in through the door that you opened, it's the same place that you guys have been before.
Sure.
And notably, when you are inside the house and you look out, you're looking out onto the grounds.
Okay.
Like you can see the outside just fine. And all of you on the inside, if you see, when you see Oz kind of going around testing things, you can see him from the outside, and he pokes his head in, or he goes to open one of the windows, and when he opens the window, you can't actually see him anymore. And he closes the window, and everything's fine. He says that, or Sinclair tells you that, my job is generally to keep the house and keep the rabble out, but something about the way that this place is set up, the rabble usually doesn't come in. I also don't have much control over the actual grounds.
Okay.
That may or may not be important. I don't particularly care. That's the outside. Val, one thing you notice as you're going along with this and you're talking to him, because you do notice that he is a spirit host.
Right.
He is not a ghost,
right.
Or at least some sort of phantom like that. He does seem to be a little more ethereal than you. Right. He does seem to be able to phase through the walls of this place very easily. But give me an insight check with advantage.
Sure. One of those was in that one.
Nope.
Oh no.
Sorry, I didn't mean to give it to you.
That's fine.
Insight's wisdom,
The other
anyways.
one was much better. That is a 18.
Okay. You have a feeling that this is his suit of armor.
Ah, gotcha.
You get the idea that because he as you're kind of talking to him over the next couple of days, he talks about some of his history. He doesn't know, he doesn't have a memory of when he became the butler of this place.
He was alive.
Yeah, so he doesn't really have a memory of it. But he just knows that he can't leave the house.
He's bound to this spot.
Yeah, he's bound to this spot. And that includes going out onto the grounds. So that's why he doesn't give a shit about the grounds. He only cares about the inside because this is his whole world, basically.
Right.
Yes.
Can Tanuit make a guess?
Sure.
Are you bound to this key?
He basically says something to the effect of that it does not seem so. It seems that I am bound to the place. The key is simply a means of egress.
So if I burn down this building, you would be set free?
I don't know that is true.
So the way I'm understanding
Also,
it,
please don't burn down my house.
the way I'm understanding it is that we can somehow connect the key to whatever door we want, and that will get us into the house.
That's fair.
And so,
but I'm less interested in how I'm getting back to this house, and more of he's stuck here. He's cursed.
Oh.
And I don't like that.
Yeah, in a few levels I can do that magically. It's fine.
Hold on, he's got to get better.
Yeah, but he's also like he says, well,
oh wait,
he does.
Depending on how bad it is, I could do it now.
He does make a point. He says something to the effect of, I don't mind being here. I don't really want to leave.
But you don't have the choice to.
Well, that is true.
And if we can uncurse you, you would have the choice to stay or leave.
What do you know?
I don't know about that.
I can't
magically. That one's iffy.
He said,
you might have to go on.
I can't specifically argue against that, but I would not put a whole lot of effort into finding out. I don't need to leave.
Affirmative.
He's not saying like you can uncurse him. You can try to uncurse him if you want to, but he's like, I mean, you can do it if you want, but
I'm not sure that's gonna stop her.
Or at least that's his feelings on the matter.
Well, she's got a. I will figure this out, but it's on a back burner.
Yeah. But yeah, so that is. Does anybody have anything else they wanted? So you're figured that out about that. So in the interim as well, since it is kind of word gets around that you all have at least taken over the mayor's estate, although you're not taking over as the mayor.
Oh,
because
hell no.
Sorry. So because this shell has an interior, I was wondering if we wanted to hire some of the if we wanted to find a nice family that doesn't have a home and have them move in through the back door to maintain the shell and the grounds.
Oh, that'd be lovely.
Yeah.
Don't touch you with your teeth.
You have a whole lot of options.
They have no way to get to the teeth. Don't worry.
Okay.
And no one is paying attention to these people in this town, so
Sinclair?
let's do something for them.
Is that his? Is Sinclair?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Sinclair can bar off access to certain parts of the building.
It's true, he can.
They have access to only whatever I allow them to have access
Yeah,
to.
my understanding is that if they're not on the list,
they can't get in.
Contained.
Oh.
So we could put them a guest house, right? Like in the back, basically designated.
Sorry, did I misunderstand that?
So,
Okay.
I think where you're getting from. What you're saying is correct. So, Sinclair can bar them from the house,
from the fancy
house that you all are currently in. If someone enters, so as you've done your testing, if someone enters the building, like the physical building, from the outside and doesn't have the key or hasn't been let in through a door that's been opened by the key, they just go into an empty house. They
so
go
that's
into
what
an
I was
empty
referring
building.
to.
Gotcha.
So what I was referring to was letting them in the house, but barring them from certain rooms.
Oh yeah, you can do that too as well.
I mean, okay.
Like, why would I invite them into a mansion for them to live in a dilapidated old house?
Well, it's not dilapidated. It's just a little forlorn, and they can. It's effectively a tenancy. They can spruce it up and put
In a
whatever they
pocket
want in it.
space.
No, they're in the physical one that's separate from our pocket space.
Yeah, you basically have basically have a second house that you could just let people live
A fixer-upper.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah, if you go in, if you use the key to get in, you get into the fancy the house proper. If you go outside and you open the door again and you go and it doesn't
Don't
have the
use
key
the key.
in, you get into the kind of rundown building that is the mansion.
Yeah.
So then you could spruce that up and make that place kind of nice for everybody, for people to live in if you want to.
Okay. Tanwood is all about helping out the poor folk.
Which are there any particular individuals that you'd like to reach out to amongst the people that you have talked to in town?
Is it bigger? No, that'd be weird, wouldn't
Is
it?
it bigger than a bread box?
No, I was gonna say, is it bigger than the orphanage? But that would be weird to be like.
It's bigger than most houses in town. It's
So
bigger
there
than most
were-
buildings in town.
There were the people that we saved.
Yep.
That were the very poor people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, those people.
I suppose.
They kind of went through some shit,
Yeah.
and I'm happy to bring them out of some shit.
Yeah.
And they already see me like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Val would wholly support that.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, absolutely. You can get them and bring them back to the.
And their families.
Yep, you can. That is not a problem.
Cool.
Yeah, that doesn't take any time at all, really. You guys head over and invite them over to the grounds, and they're kind of odd. You hear the theme song to the Jeffersons kind of playing in the background, the young woman brings her parents and her several siblings, and they all come along with you. The young man brings his mother, and that's it. That's all he's got.
Okay, Tanawit withdraws 200 gold coins from the party funds and gives 100 to each of them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're over the freaking moon.
Yeah.
With the understanding that a chunk of it's going to go to re-putting this up, but
Yeah.
but otherwise, we're not going to give them any other stipend, are we? Because it's purely
No.
residency for employment.
So here's a point that we might want to get into.
Yeah, I know. I need to read the section.
Probably should
have
start-
yeah.
I would start looking into the strongholds thing.
Yeah, but for now, I think residency for maintenance is a even enough exchange that
Yes.
that we can maintain that fiction for now.
Word also starts getting around about the impressive secret mission that was undertaken by the constabulary here
Yeah, that's right.
to take down the evil cult and the invaluable efforts put out by the members of the Hunters Guild in support
Okay.
of
All right.
Yeah.
the.
That's the thing.
As long
that
as
we
we're
discussed
we're in that sentence, yeah.
in that previous sentence. So that happened in the previous game.
Yeah,
After
yeah,
we
yeah.
killed that thing, like the constabulary was basically like, people have no faith in us. Like, we have to rebuild, but there's no ground for us to start. And we're like, well, it's just gonna look like the guild came in and fucking fixed everything. So
Yep.
here's
So
the fiction.
You
is
hired me.
Yeah.
you're the one who handled the problem, right? Like, it came from you, and you took charge. And
There's an interesting little sidebar there that seems kind of strange at first blush, but as you're getting a little bit of news around town, questions as to who funded you guys getting paying for you all, because they know the guild is not cheap, and the constabulary had no real money to work with, and
You don't have to answer that
I
question.
don't remember if I gave them names, but the ladies of Shankbacks
Yeah.
there was a bit that there's a bit of rumor going around that they might have been the ones, in addition with a couple of other places around town that were owned by some of the
I love that.
more unsavory folk,
Shank
had
sponsorship,
pooled money to get this to purchase
named one
the
of
guild
them.
services.
Her name was Marguerite.
That seems about right.
Oh, Marguerite.
We went to commit murder with our matching jerseys from Shankbacks.
White with the bright orange lettering. Yeah.
Yep.
Just full sponsorship.
So that starts going around, and people kind of start filtering over to the mayor's house to now that they know that the mayor's not the one who's there anymore, start kind of coming over and saying hi, greeting the new people that work here or that live here.
He's just like, friends.
Yeah, you meet a lot of the town comes by. At some point or another, Oleg also comes by, and he sees you all kind of like out in the grounds, and there's large groups of people coming by,
Like
and
training areas and a shooting range.
I've got some place to practice shooting out here.
Blam!
People are passing by.
Blam!
Better.
Blam blam!
Racket.
You have done well for yourself, my friends. I did not expect you to buy mansion while you were here. I thought you were just coming to kill
I start
cultists.
laughing. Bye. You're cute,
That's
Oleg.
funny.
You're cute.
We were given it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, managed to.
We were given as good as we gave.
What's his dick face guy give?
That's
to
close.
us?
That's close. That's pretty much his name.
Yeah.
You know, I find that a lot of people around here have some sort of dick on their face.
Yeah, no, seriously. It was. I thought at first it was just a coincidence, but after a while, it's a pattern.
That's true on so many levels. You did not see this basement, which is perfect.
If it quacks like a dick and has feathers like a dick,
And it waddles like a dick.
exactly.
That's so weird.
Well, I hate them more now.
I live. My country's next to your country. I've seen these things crawl out of the fucking muck.
Do I really have a country? It's just a thing between two other countries.
Look, we use it
where
as a
magic
shorthand
is.
word for whatever all of that is. Okay.
And yeah, so he's just kind of like, you've given you the oh man, like you've done so well for yourselves. I couldn't have anticipated. He's mostly just kind of looking around the grounds, and he's saying, I could set up shop here. I could maybe.
Oh yeah, we'd offer you a very small fee for for residency and to have a absolutely.
He chuckles and he slaps you on the shoulder. Bugbear slap on the shoulder.
Yeah.
And
I only barely sway.
yeah, he's like, that's that entrepreneurial spirit that I like to see. No, I'm not paying you.
I mean, you get better traffic in the square anyway, so no, that tracks.
Let's just clean up this way.
You all right, sweetheart?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just gassy.
Oh, okay.
We're just full of bubbles.
Yeah, that's fair.
Word.
It's worse when I sit.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm standing and moving around because that's helping release it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
In there.
And I'm like, I'm outvoted. I get outvoted, Oleg. So if you wanna charm the other yuckleheads, then by all means, can't blame me for trying.
No. That's all right. That's all right. I appreciate, like I said, your moxie there.
Yeah.
And then at some point or another, as things are kind of dying down, the constable comes by, Crockman, and he eventually, like, you guys are all kind of relaxing inside the house after meeting many people in the town, and there's a knock at the door. The Sinclair answers, and he invites the constable in. Sir, it's good to see you. Haven't seen you around here in some time. And Crockman looks at me and says, yeah, well, I didn't like the last guy who was living here, so I didn't want to ever come by. Sinclair nods his head. I didn't like him either. I'm glad he's gone. The new one is much more pleasant.
I like how we speak ill of the dead. I mean, fuck that guy, but
Yeah.
also,
Yeah.
Now fuck him indeed.
no, he got plenty of that in the living. Yeah.
Oh,
And the constable
Your fucking fault.
Constable
Shut
comes
up.
in and says, kitty. Says, plan went off without a hitch. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's going to take a little bit more time for everything to get
Plan
things to
went off
really
without
be-
a hitch. He's referring to the camp, the
Yeah.
the propaganda.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
what
yeah.
actually
Okay.
happened.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah.
He's like, I really can't thank you all enough. You did a real good thing, and you didn't really have a reason to. You could have just left me in the lurch, but I appreciate it.
Don't use your
Just,
hand. Just let it drip.
Just to make sure you capitalize on that new start, my friend, and everything will be fine.
We're gonna turn Thornkeep around. You wait. This place is not gonna be the hive of scum and villainy that everybody always thinks it is. We're gonna be a good, upstanding town. Well, sometime in the future. We still got a bunch of assholes around here, but at least the rich ones are gone. Also, we gotta go get all their money.
I have money.
You have money?
Making money. I read now.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Okay, cool. Says, if y'all need help in the future, if y'all need anything in the future, you need anything from us, you call on me and I'll be there. My boys will be there to back you up for whatever you need. Even if it's outside of my jurisdiction, I don't care. I'm a loose cannon.
I look at him and go, you're different now.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes is a good answer in this case.
Yes.
Sugar or milk?
No, thank you for me. I'm good.
I look at Oz and
Figure it
I
out.
point to him and I go, you're different now.
Oh yeah, best friend. You know what best friends do?
You're like a booty hug!
Okay, this is happening.
Best
And
friends.
then he's just sort of like clambering over you onto your shoulders as
People, let me
they
tell
went
you
down.
about my best friend.
So
100%.
it's just sort of like the legs are here and then it's like wrapped.
Yeah, that's good.
Get a good.
That's
Yeah,
good.
just breathe in the smell. That's how you-
Yeah.
Hey, Udi had a bath recently.
No, no, they didn't.
Tanwood is standing where you can see her,
He
looking
is
like,
Ah.
this is your punishment.
Sinclair is standing over here like, I tried to draw a bath for the green one, but
Please don't do that.
somehow she avoided every drop of water.
I had like 2 baths instead.
There.
It was pretty nice.
Oh yeah, now that you're friends, you're gonna want to wash their hands when they come towards you. This is bless. This is appease.
Yeah.
Don't want to get those mixed up.
Sinclair looks at you and said, Did I get the
What's one
correct
up, one
kind
down?
of dust?
Oh, I have my own.
Oh. But I could provide more of it if you need.
Oh, well. She like gets her little satchel. Is like, this is the kind I use.
What do you
He's
smell?
like, sprinkles a little bit.
The tea.
Yes. Yes, I can get this for you.
Oh, thank you. She.
Yeah, he hands it back to you.
Well, no, she hands him a cup of tea.
Oh, okay. It's like,
She's buttering this guy up.
Yep,
She's
yep.
like,
She's
no,
like-
bring me all the best dust.
you see, his when this little exchange happens, his demeanor doesn't change. He sips the tea. And he's like, quite yes.
Yeah.
John, if you're looking, or Val, if you're looking over, his ethereal form smiles.
Ah.
It's like a big smile too. So
She
Uh,
likes
I look
us.
at Brittany like when he's not looking, and then
What are
Her
we doing?
face, I don't know, her face is just like
Yep.
staring at everything right now.
She sees something.
What's going on? What's going on?
Oh, wow.
Oh, no.
she's like
It's
that.
the ghost.
Ghost.
yep.
Yeah, do you see the ghost? Well, hold on.
Oh, okay.
I don't love the ghost is next to me.
Yeah.
That's why the lights are flickering.
Yeah. Hey, so for green frame braid
Green Framber.
and for Trishka,
Yeah.
does the spell level count for the wielder? Because they both get
Yes.
bumped at 5.
Yes.
Cool.
So they count it. So whenever because they're cantrips, you just cast them and it's whatever the level is.
tight. Green frame braid.
But yeah, so your last day in Thornkeep is meeting basically a bunch of people meeting a bunch of the people, and establishing yourselves as, hey, these are new people that kind of own this particular house. It's not related to the mayor's office anymore. In fact, we're going to have to find a new mayor. The offer is extended to all of you at one point or another as you all are talking, and assuming like roundly denied.
Except Udi. Udi accepts. But
yeah, Udi's the mayor now.
But no one actually asked Udi straight up.
Well, the interesting point is that Udi has to do a lot of the has had to do some of the translation for you because they're the only one that actually understands literally all the languages everybody speaks.
That's true.
This is so great.
I want to know what happens when Udi translates for people, though. It's like I feel like it's like bad dubbing.
We have to do constant insight
like
checks
Udi
against
Yeah.
Udi.
It's like playing fucking like telephone.
Nobody wants to take the ring out of Udi's mouth to like do something about it.
I'm not putting my hand in there. I've
know
died
what
once
that's
before. I don't want gangrene again.
Everybody has the deep 70s kung fu movie.
I don't have hold person, so that ain't gonna happen.
I mean, if they're like, we need to do mayor yet, we need to I'm mayor now.
That's a trust exercise that I'm not participating in. Thank you.
You know, you could make them the mayor and have it just be like a representative, like it's sort of a
Like the towns in Japan that have like a cat as their
exactly.
You know what? Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Fuck that. All right, hang on a second.
Now Udi's face is on all the.
No. We're look, fucking, we're doing this.
Oh my god.
All right.
Oh dear.
Yes. At some point or another, while you are doing all this chatting, the people, the remainder of people who are in town who may be in
None
charge
of the rest
things,
of us said yes.
Yeah. The remainder of people who may be who are in town that may be in charge of things,
Figurehead.
namely like obviously the constable, but like there are a few other business owners in town that were not part of the weird little eyes wide shut cult.
That's good to know.
And the most of them, they all get together and they basically say, like, first of all, none of them want the job. None of them want to be mayor, because if you're mayor, you have to answer to the baron of the actual, like,
The Baron gonna be able to
barony that, or the country, the place that this. Sorry, that Thorn keeps saying I got to find which country, quote unquote, it's actually attached to, because there's several different kingdoms in this area. So you actually have to be you'd have to answer to the Baron, and none of them actually want to do that. All of you roundly deny being the mayor, because they're like, well, y'all killed the mayor, so it's kind of your fault that we got to pick a new one.
It's his fault
yes.
for being a shithead.
My fault.
Yeah. And so they just start. They kind of go around, and each of you denies in turn. Generally speaking. And then they get to Udi.
Be the mayor now.
Oh god.
Oh, they can read it.
That's all
that
it takes,
is-
They're very
apparently.
good at that.
That is a requirement for being the mayor.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
they can read that
The
things.
posters around town is like Udi literate.
Likes to.
All right, so he's
Yeah,
like,
just Udi words.
yeah,
No, it's like the old library posters that just say read.
honestly, I'm also picturing just like Obama style, like pictures of Udi's
Yeah.
face, like the cut
says
split down
read.
the middle. Just read.
Literacy's gone up in town. Actually, it's pretty. It's pretty
Anyway.
So yeah, so these
Don't matter
this
how you look.
the small group of the constable and the other like shop landowners and people who are here, they just kind of like,
Yeah.
okay, it'd look really progressive if we had a goblin for a mayor.
So
I mean-
whoever starts this spin, that's who's really in power.
Right.
Yeah, I'm like, look at them. They're like, okay, Udi, can you stand up and like
Can
turn
you
around for a
pose
second? I just want to
with this
see
child?
what we're.
Right.
Okay,
Don't
yeah,
do
yeah, okay,
Waggles the ears a little bit.
yeah. I mean, that's kind of cute, but okay.
Big old toothy grin with like a little mismatched fanggy teeth.
I fucking love the PR move of like,
Yeah.
our last mayor got murdered and was in a sex cult and did all sorts of bad shit.
Yeah.
How can we refresh the image of this town?
Fucking Udi.
Rudy
Read.
is generally a pretty good person.
Yeah.
Change? Question
Udi's like,
It's very different than the last one. Also in science
Udi
categories.
ran on a platform of teeth for everyone.
Yeah. I'm not your last mayor.
Yeah.
And you don't have to harvest them yourself.
Yeah.
For
Free
everyone.
teeth for everybody.
Symbolic. You're a symbolic leader.
Yeah.
Took
Udi,
me that
like,
fucking
goes,
long.
"Oh, I'll be right back," and like runs in the house and finds like one of the ostentatious pieces of clothing that's left that's like 15 sizes too big, and puts it on and like marches out and be like, "Oh, sorry, John." Be like, "Oh, the mayor now."
And you kind of like see. Here's the thing. You see like
Like a bow tie bigger than your head.
a couple of them just kind of like their faces just fall. You see the constable just starts laughing, and everybody else starts laughing.
Yeah, no. I'll work the crowd. I'm good at that.
No. That was exactly the speed and volume at which it
Yeah.
occurred.
That's the thing
all
about
right.
this town. They're very susceptible to peer
Snaps.
pressure.
At some point or another, while Udi's doing the thing, right, and it's like trying to like show off. At some point or another, Marmalade crawls out and like picks Udi up on her back and does this little thing where she waves her hands back and forth, while Udi is also kind of doing the same thing. And everybody's like, they just kind of look at this and they're like,
Should we be doing that too? Is that...
I mean, fuck it, that's really cute.
Sure. Whatever needs to happen, I'm helping
Yeah,
it.
yeah, no.
I've got this hurdy-gurdy and a...
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, rainbow goes across. Yeah, so
Tanawit has a stein of beer and is standing as far away from everything going...
yeah, Spider Goblin for mayor is what we got
Look
here.
at the political machine.
Yeah.
And
The Galton is like, this isn't any worse than what I left.
Hopefully this is better.
one of the people who's here is kind of like a they're some sort of mage of some sort, or they have.
I was about to say in the quiet lull, I'm like, as an ordained practitioner of a recognized not evil religion, I ordain this proclamation.
The bar is so low. Like, you don't even need to say which one.
But they start using some like prestidigitation.
Oh, it's Nethys.
Stuff.
You want to know about
So, like,
Nethys? I got pamphlets.
Put together a small like a not quite a painting, but more like a poster.
Yeah.
And it is just. Yeah, it's just Udi standing on the back of the spider, with like reaching their hands in the air.
The poster for Magical Mystery Tour.
Yeah,
Udi on a spider.
yeah, Udi on a spider, and then with a little with like a really fancy cloak and like a big necklace, and
is Marmalade wearing her hat?
yeah, 100%. Yeah, Marmalade's wearing the rat hat, and
You can't make this shit up, man.
oh, I'm sorry.
You said it looked like a Santa hat.
Yeah, it's a Link hat, like
Okay,
it's long, it's got a little ball in the end.
Okay.
Yeah, she can just, every so often pulls around.
Only 3 times a day.
Yeah,
The fourth time is always super disappointing.
yeah. The fourth time she reaches in, she's like,
It's like sucking on the hat corner.
yeah.
The spider forgets how to count.
Cartoon fish bones. The whole time.
She's got what, an int 3 or
I don't remember. I
Yeah.
have to look it up again.
She has
keep forgetting to.
Marmalade has int whatever is good for the story.
Yeah.
Not Marmalade has int not good enough to like solve puzzles for you, but int good enough to be cute.
plot
Sounds
int?
like
We
7,
love
6, 7.
plot
I mean,
int.
she has to be able to like spin good webs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
8.
No, it's plot int. It definitely.
Yeah, it's-
7 then. 7 is the cusp. Cusp int.
It's like it's like a 2d6 roll.
yeah. She's kind of in the child range.
yeah.
So yes, congratulations, Udi. You're now the mayor of Thornkeep. You have no real power.
Okay.
I mean,
that kind of works
I
out.
mean, you
for-
actually do have real power because you can snipe the shit out of people, but like you don't have any actual political
Yeah,
power.
no, Udi be like, what Udi doing next?
Yep.
Whatever
Just-
you want.
Don't die.
You're going to go on a political tour of the surrounding areas
Okay.
for an extended period of time,
Okay,
and be a liaison between us and the guild,
okay.
and generally stay out of any political, generally stay out of any political buildings or any real choices.
Don't do shit.
Yeah, just don't really do anything. We just need you to look good. Okay.
We can do that.
Can Udi wait for you?
Yes.
Okay.
What did you say? Can Udi read for you?
Yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah.
They'll read proclamations all
Yeah,
day.
no.
Yeah.
We'll have you come by and
No,
read,
well, not all day. They'll
read out things every so often.
They'll
And
get
then-
bored halfway through one of them. It'll be great.
Yeah.
Too many words. Duty done.
This is boring.
TLDR.
That's a lot of words. Too bad I ain't reading them.
Cut it short.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like blah blah blah, very stupid.
Just starts
Blah,
eating
blah,
the.
Chewing on the side of the scroll.
There's no action in this part. It's boring.
This wax not taste as good as other wax.
I was about to say, when he said there were wax seals,
Yeah.
I was all like, Udi goes in and just starts eating all the wax. And
This-
it was the same thought.
Just eventually, it's like reading off new laws and laws. Like, no, rips it in half and just like teeth for everyone. Just throws teeth into the crowd. Cheers, best mayor in existence. Everybody loves Udi.
Hell yeah.
100%.
Re-elected in perpetuity.
Yeah, that's right. fucking absolutely 100% satisfaction rate or whatever it is.
When Udi gets too old, can we make them a lich?
We're gonna do
The only
Udi
goblin lich in
victory lap.
existence.
Lich me.
Lich me.
Any new hand orientations.
It's this.
Lich me.
Yeah.
While somebody plays a xylophone.
Yeah.
Liches be crazy.
The,
On tour with Udi.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's the plan.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We're gonna be your political attaches.
Yep.
Yes.
Ooh, attaché.
So
Handsome
Yeah.
gulp.
Udi doesn't know what those words mean, but they sure can
Have
read
you
them.
been to golf?
Udi, get office!
It was
The
fancy.
fancy-
yeah. Odie can have an
Don't have
office.
to be
Yeah, you know that corner
It
of your
was- it
nest?
was
That's your
fancy at
office.
some point.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, why know what fancy is? I grew up in a man of ways.
Technically, Udi does have an office in the town hall. So
He said,
Statue of Udi.
Oh, there's gonna be all kinds of fucking statues. Don't
the
worry.
your
office at
deputy
City Hall.
your deputy mayor.
Yeah.
I gotta name this person now.
Yeah.
Your deputy mayor says, like, stops for a second and is about to say something pithy, and then stops for a second and says, "We will make a statue of you as soon as humanly possible."
Okay.
And I mean that wholeheartedly. I'm not kidding with you. We will get you a statue as soon as possible. Where do you want us to put it? They're like, I got to give them some things to do.
Yes. Where do you want it?
I mean, they've got the
At the
champagne
end-
or
everyone else
something.
At the entrance gate.
Yeah, you should put it.
At the entrance gate.
You should put it on the spot.
It
where
is the mayor's
most
residence.
people
Yeah.
Are going to see it.
Yeah. So there's going to be a statue at the entrance gate of you standing on Marmalade,
Okay.
doing the thing with you doing the uppies,
Yeah.
and you in your
You
ridiculous.
should have a statue of yourself sitting on top of the gate, pouring a bag of teeth.
That's
I'm just gonna turn this into the Goblin
That's
Gate.
for painting. Yeah.
Udi's blessing to everyone
Pink
passing the
cannot be
gate.
the other one.
Yeah.
That's for the page.
May you be
Yeah.
blessed with teeth.
The teeth are on like a string, so they're like a wind chime.
Yeah.
It's not a
Sounds
sack
like a
of
new
teeth.
product.
On a quiet
It's
night.
like a cornucopia.
On a-
There's like teeth falling out of it.
On a-
I'm so
on a-
glad we're
It's
recording.
like a
this.
horn
I'm gonna
of
start it. We're gonna start a new restaurant. It's gonna be called a sack of teeth.
On a
sack
cool,
of
quiet
potatoes.
night, you can
just
hear
gonna
the
make a
teeth
bunch of
clink
maracas.
against each other from across
This
the
is gonna
town.
be like. This is gonna be canon that
Oh
a
my God.
goblin,
Oh, we're gonna call back to this
a goblin
many
and a
times.
lizard folk open a restaurant at some point.
Yep.
Called the Sack of Teeth. Fight for your meat.
That's awesome. It's kind of
Fight
sort
for your
of
meat.
like medieval times, but also kind of.
You have to go out and actually punch the
Fight for
cow.
your meat. You'll get a plate of something.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Just bite into it.
You'll
find
get a
it at
plate of
some
something.
point.
It'll be something.
Yeah, it's like you get like you come in and then you get seated across a complete random stranger, and one piece of meat is put on.
Oh yeah, that's it. You have to
You
fight
have
it.
to, like,
Yeah.
Your left hand is bound to the person in front of you.
Okay. So all of this ridiculous bullshit happens. Udi is installed as the new mayor.
God damn it.
We'll ignore the fact that they are not. Well, okay. So Udi is in fact the interim mayor, as a mayor in.
Elect?
Yeah, because you have not been elected.
Right.
So you are
Oh, yeah, I guess that would
you
be
are the interim
different
mayor put in place to kind of keep stability, along with the deputy mayor. There will be an election in the near future, but they're not ready to do one yet. And so they do all the stuff they do all the stuff they need to do on their back end to like kind of get this started.
Gotcha.
You stay this night in town inside your fancy house. To note, the house is while you were there, the house is full of food and drink and all sorts of things. It's all generally very high quality. You do find though that you cannot take any of the food that's inside the house out of the house. So you can't you try to load up your packs with like fresh hams. You take them out, your packs empty out. There is a extensive amount of really good wine and beer that is in the cellar. And
Good luck figuring out which ones the old mayor brought in and which ones are there all the time.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's a fucking
Yeah,
roulette.
this is like
Yeah.
the richest I've ever lived.
Yeah. So this is it's
pretty
pretty
nice, yeah.
It's a pretty nice place. And so you spend one more night there, and then the next day, Oleg comes by on the cart, and he knocks on the door and gathers you all up. Says, "It's time for us to time for you all to head back to the Shire, the Guild Shire,
And get paid the rest
and
of
get
our
paid
money.
the rest of your money."
Hell yeah.
Which has gone up because now you actually have a secondary.
Exactly. We got a bonus.
You do
I
get a
mean,
bonus.
that's a very sizable bonus.
Yeah, you guys are going to have a lot of money, which is going to be good because you're going to spend a lot of money on houses.
Apparently, we're like real estate moguls now.
Well.
What the fuck happened?
So yeah, that is where I think we'll call it, because the next thing is going to be your travel back to the Guildshire, and talking with the Guildmaster, and going from there, and then picking your next jobs.
I have one question.
Yeah.
Do we take all of that coin back with us, or do we leave some of it in that safe?
Oh, I'd leave most of it in the safe, honestly, at this point.
Okay.
We can convert some of it to like bars and gems so that we have a small
Right.
travel war chest.
So then
To take back to the guild,
maybe
but,
we'll say 1,000 with us, 4,319 in the safe.
Sure.
Yeah. Because if we need a real big purchase, we can figure out a
My
way
love.
to access that safe for the money we need.
Yeah.
Shit, are you supposed to be in bed by now or something?
No.
Oh.
It's only 10.
Yeah.
Okay. On that note, I super need to use the bathroom.
Go.
So,
Oh, yeah,
um,
go for it.
I've been holding it this whole time. So.
Oh, Karen, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
We open the evening talking about this.
Right?
No, Don't.
Yeah.
If you need
Don't
to use
be
the
one of
restroom,
those-
Sorry,
game,
I was gonna
TV
stop and go
people.
do stuff, but then more crazy shit kept happening, and then we got to talking about Udi being the mayor,
Well, then
and
you
it's like, no,
best
this is
fucking get
yeah, no, I'm
going,
going.
'cause-
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, don't.
Good
don't
night,
be too
Internet.
worried.
Good night, Internet.
Internet.